Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Across the Pond. Boys, we've got a lot to talk about today. We got breaking news. We got the fight of the decade, I guess. Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry, who just fought, and Islam Makhachev beat Ian Garry. But before we talk about that, we just hit 3K subs. We had the new episode with Bedtime MMA that dropped, and we want to say a big thank you. We appreciate the support. The channel has grown massively over the last, 6 months, 8 months? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, we started like this year. I think it was our first episode in like February.
Yeah.
March.
Crazy growth. Crazy growth.
Yeah, like huge shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who harassed Bedtime to get him on our episode. We love y'all. Keep harassing whoever we want next. Harass them even worse.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all, especially y'all who watch the live streams too. Bro, y'all are some real ones. All the people who drop the timestamps when we post a live stream. Shout out to y'all too as well. Who else?
Everyone. And if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord because that's
big shout to Hendrix for the thumbnails as well.
Shout out to Hendrix.
Yeah, boys, we just want to say thank you because the growth has been insane. So yeah, we appreciate it. But boys, holy fuck! I'll tell you something right now. I rewatched the fight today. Ian Garry wasn't too far off, right? He was close-ish. I don't know about you lot. I think the 49-46 scorecards flattered Islam a little bit. I think they papered up the cracks a little bit. I think Islam showed a lot of weaknesses. He looks extremely human in there, but he got it done. He did get the job done. What do you boys think?
I said this. Ian Garry, he did better than Volk. He had a better performance than Volk. 48-47, I rewatched it. I scored 48-47 because, and I say this because rewatching the Islam fight, 49-46 Islam. You could try to give him 2 rounds. Yeah, sure. 49-46 Islam. Ian Garry, 48-47. And they had the kind of the same position where Ian Garry, 5th round, Islam landed 0 significant strikes, and he won the round. And then was it the 4th round with Volk and Islam where he was on the back and he wasn't doing anything, and Volk was punching him back, and they were trying to give that round Volk? A lot of people try to give that round to Volk. Why can't we give that round to Ian Garry? Ian Garry, like, Islam had 0 significant strikes that round. What's the fucking issue? Now, I don't care. I'm not giving the round to Islam. But I like niggas that keep the same energy. And I'm going to say it like this. Ian Garry, he won 2 rounds. It was 3-4 Ian Garry, 1-2 Islam. So whoever wins the 5th round, Islam's not the GOAT. Simple. He's not the GOAT yet. He still has work to do, bro. He still got work to do. And not only does he still have to work to do, Carlos Prates would fuck that boy up. Fuck him up. Say it like that.
So here's the thing. I remember when we were watching it in real time. I remember round 4. I knew round 4 was going to be a little it's probably not as controversial the more you think about it, but I remember thinking Ian probably should have won round 4. He probably gets round 4. But I did think optically he's probably not going to get it to some of the judges because this is what's weird about the criteria, right? I feel like grappling needs an even more clear definition of what's effective and what's not, because this is how I look at it, right? So round 4, I scored it for Ian in real time because I thought Ian did some really good work with the body kicks, if I'm not mistaken. And Islam didn't have too many moments really outside of like some good positions, but nothing like major. So I think I thought it was 1-2 Islam clear, 3-4 Ian, and then we get to the 5th. Here's the problem with the 5th. So Ian did outstrike Islam in the 5th. I don't think anyone disputes that, right? Like Ian got the better on the feet.
0-2-7.
My question is, though, this is what I feel like has to be defined. What is the line where you can get your back taken and you're essentially nullified? Like getting your back taken, especially a body triangle, is a dominant position. But Islam didn't really lock up any significant sub attempts, not really any ground and pound. It was kind of just he had the position.
Yeah.
So my question is, does Ian actually win off of a couple body kicks and then a stiff jab? Like, does that trump getting your back taken for, like, what was it, how many minutes? Like, I know it's not control time, like the time itself doesn't matter, but it's kind of weird because it's it feels like, honestly, it feels like neither of them won the fifth. But if you asked most people, just generally speaking, they'd probably rather be the person who has the back for that duration of time than. Go ahead.
I think I agree. Yeah.
I'll say I would like to say neither of them niggas won the fight. Islam is a great fighter. He's an all-time great and shit like that. And I understand that what he's trying to do is he's trying to win fights. But landing 22 significant strikes in a 5-round championship level fight at the highest level,
It was 22?
He only landed 22 significant strikes that whole fight. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's like niggas like to go around and slander Valentina Shevchenko. You have to give this nigga the same slack. Just because she a woman, right? They like to say all that shit about Shevchenko. Did Shevchenko land more significant strikes than Islam against Wei Li? Let me check that shit. You guys keep
I feel like Islam does get slated though. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Islam does get a lot of grief and a lot of like shit. I'm not saying it isn't justified, but like I don't know, man. I'm maybe a hot take. I prefer him at 155. I really do prefer him at 155. I think he started to slow down tremendously against Ian Garry, and it wasn't like they were fighting at a crazy pace or anything. You know what I mean? It was just kind of tit for tat. Whereas like the Volk one was a crazy pace. I can understand why you'd slow down in that one. Whereas the Ian Garry fight, like, again, just a kind of a tit for tat sparring session pace. It wasn't anything crazy, and I don't know, man. I wouldn't call him the GOAT, but I do think it's still impressive to beat Ian Garry and nullify him. And even that head kick, like, why is everyone just forgetting he dropped him badly with that head kick?
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the most significant...
What do you mean, whoa?
He didn't drop him badly. He did not drop him badly.
Okay. No, but...
He ain't even stunned that nigga. Like,
no, you're right. But that's a testament to how good Gary's chin is. I feel like it knocked out a lot of welterweights.
He went sleepy time for a few seconds. Like a little.
No, I don't think he did.
No, like
have you not seen the photo? He actually looks like Stephen Hawking, bro. He looks like Stephen Hawking when that kick lands.
I tell you something now. Ian Garry recovered quick.
It was a knockdown. Shut up.
How's it not a knockdown?
It was not.
That's a flash knockdown.
Bro, that was the same knockdown as fucking Justin Gaethje knocking out Max Holloway. That was not no knockdown, bro.
That's still a knockdown.
A knockdown's a knockdown, my friend.
Yeah. It's the depth.
We're not moving We're not moving goalposts on knockdowns.
No, we're moving goalposts because that wasn't a knockdown. It was not a knockdown.
It was a knockdown.
Ian Garry. No, I'm gonna say it like this. Ian Garry only like dropped a little bit because his feet was already out, like in the air. Nigga didn't get knocked down for nothing.
Then don't have your feet in the air.
He did not knock. Islam did not get a knockdown that fight.
No, that was definitely a knockdown though, because I mean he caught him off the break. He showed the lefts, and Ian pulled, and then he had the kick over the top, and Ian literally was like stumbling and literally fighting for his life. And then Islam right after hits a insane what was it, a hip toss? I can't remember exactly what.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
I forgot the actual correct term. I literally looked it up earlier, but what a beautiful throw.
Yeah, like that was.
Rod, didn't you pick Ian Garry to win?
I can't. Well, the person who's saying it wasn't a knockdown and no one really lost the fight picked Ian Garry.
Yeah, you picked Ian Garry.
Ian Garry. No, I didn't. I'm gonna say it like this. First of all,
stop right there. Are you good at MMA predictions? And that's a serious question, because if you are, you may feel like you have the best MMA predictions. And if you would like to test that theory, you can go up against myself, you can go up against Zombie Man J, Marauder MMA, and Alfredo MMA, and hundreds of viewers of Across the Pond over on our Fantasy League on the 4ounce MMA app. All you need to do to join our Fantasy League of Elite Predictors is head over to the Fantasy page section and type in code ADP, all lowercase, and switch on the Seasonal Leagues option to join our Fantasy League. All you've got to do each week is select a UFC event and go through each fight, giving your specific predictions, and you can get points on the board and points on the league to see if you can beat us. You also get other features in the app, like an alarm setting where you can set an alarm for specific fights of your choosing, and also get various news updates over there. So if you are an MMA fan, I would highly recommend downloading the 4ounce MMA app to not only stay in with the news, but also to go up against us and see if you truly have good ball knowledge. A big thank you once again to 4 Ounce MMA for sponsoring this video. Onward.
I have a video up saying I picked Islam 49-46. Perfect prediction. The Ian Garry video I made, I didn't say Ian Garry was going to win. I said Ian Garry was going to make him look like a regular nigga. Okay? I also said, this is also a thing I said. I said this. I said, if Islam wins the fight, it's going to be a Johnny Hendricks, a GSP situation. Look at that nigga's face. Look at Ian Garry. That's my third thing I said right. Number 4, I said Islam wasn't going to finish him. Nigga, I got everything right this whole card. And FBA and FBA ran that shit. Nigga, Foundational Black Americans fucked everybody up tonight.
That is true. So, that is true. Very true.
I didn't get anything wrong.
Well, to be fair,
I don't know, man.
Like,
you got
facts
like 4
wrong.
different takes. You got facts completely wrong.
I had a little cheeky callback to the fight. We were watching it midstream, and Jay, I know you'll probably remember this. When I rewatched the first round today, I think it highlighted something very important that I think people are choosing to like gloss over. So I understand the criticism that's being leveled at Islam Makhachev, but the first round for me is one of the best examples of Ian Garry's approach to this fight. So Ian Garry did a great job, I think, through round 1, 2, 3, 4 of stopping Islam, especially on the ground, from getting anything superiorly dominant on him. Like, he couldn't get a back take on him. He couldn't hold any dominant positions on him whatsoever. But Ian Garry isn't good enough to go further and get away from Islam. So in the first round, Islam Makhachev's kind of crowding him up against the fence, trying to trip him out, trying to take his back. I've seen the MMA gurus crash out on it. And for me, I can tell, in my opinion, when someone has a pre-written, like, not pre-written, a notion that they want to put on someone. So they're just looking for what opportunity they can to put it on them. So they'll say, Islam wasn't looking to do anything. He was just looking to hold Ian. I'm like, you are blind if you think that Islam's not trying to progress anything. He's not trying to find certain positions. Like, we've seen when Islam fought Charles Oliveira, when he fought Volk, if he can find the finish, he'll fucking look for it. But also at the same time, we all know he'll wait for you to make the mistake. If he can control you, he will. He will do it. It's down to you as the contender to get out of that, in my opinion, more so than it is for Islam to force the issue. Because here's the thing, Shavkat tried to force the issue against Ian, and Ian capitalised on that, and he got up easily, and he got away from him. So I think, unfortunately, sometimes you get these fights where Ian is good enough to stop Islam from getting anything too dominant off, but he's not quite good enough to get away from him and keep him off of him.
Bro.
And I think the first round was a great example, because Jay even mentioned on the live, he was like, Ian can't really do anything too crazy here. You remember this, Jay? You were saying he might as well drop the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it seemed like Ian Garry intentionally gave away the first round towards the end of it. He was like, look, I'm probably going to lose this round anyway.
Well,
let's not let him get anything too dominant off.
What is he? How you just mentioned how, like, what is it? Guru was slating the performance and whatnot. And what makes me laugh, even when people are like, oh, he was boring in this fight, he was boring in the JDM fight. You guys were still slating him when he was finishing people, when he finished a Prime Charles, when he finished Volkanovski, when he finished Moicano, when he finished Dustin Poirier. There's always an asterisk next to it. Well, Prime Charles, I can't even remember what they were coping about with that one. But when it was like Volkanovski, short notice, fair enough. Moicano, oh, well, you know, it's Moicano. I'm like, so even when he does what he's meant to do, you guys shit on him. And then when it's a bit more tough for him and he can't get a finish, you still shit on him. So, like, he can't win no matter what with some of these guys. But, like, with Guru, I find it funny because, like, he's happy. If that was Bryce Mitchell, he'll be supporting that shit.
Yep.
He'll be happy about that shit.
You're right about that. But here's the thing. When you're an all-time great, you have to get slated. So, yes, Islam's getting slated about all of this. But if you speak about John Jones, they're going to say, oh, he only fought middleweights, this, that. If you speak about GSP, any of these niggas, they're always gonna be slated.
True.
So how we do
That's
it
a good
is
point.
when we're basing niggas off on the GOAT list, it's not about just their resume, it's about their resume being slated. And when we look at resumes being slated, Islam's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT yet.
So what do you, so is like the point you're making, like the expectation because of that status? Like you hear the GOAT talks. It's like, say you're a casual, yeah. You're introducing your mate to MMA, and you say Islam Makhachev, he may be the GOAT. So your casual mate's gonna be thinking, oh, if this guy's meant to be the fucking GOAT, he's gonna be fucking subbing him. He's gonna be doing what he wants with him. And then he goes out there and he's having a boring lay and pray on JDM, and he's having a competitive boring lay and pray on
I feel like
No.
Islam's. Oh, go ahead. Actually, go
No,
ahead.
you got it.
I was gonna say I feel like Islam's in a more unique situation compared to GSP, John, Mighty Mouse, because I truly do believe Islam's criticism is a bit unique because he came after Habib. I really do think him coming after Habib creates a very unique dynamic. So, for example, I never heard the term when people were saying beating up former featherweights until Islam did it. Because Dustin was a former featherweight, Conor was a former featherweight when he fought Habib, and I do not recall that being a narrative, like people saying that. Maybe it's because the community, in terms of like the all-MMA community, wasn't as big, even though the sport was obviously kind of peaking in terms of mainstream appeal with that fight with Conor and Habib. But I don't remember people saying that. When Islam beat Volk, the biggest thing after the first time was, oh, well, Volk is still pound for pound number one because Volk gave him a tough fight. He's coming up a weight class. It was basically lose-lose for Islam, even though he's the one who's risking his reputation as the 155er, as the champion, and fighting Volk, who at that point was easily the second best in the world. And then when he beat him again, which I really wish they wouldn't have booked that fight, because it just felt like no matter what Islam did, it was never going to get due credit. It was just going to be, oh. But here's the thing. It'd be one thing if, let's say, he fought Volk in the rematch and Volk slows down in the third and the fourth, he gasses out. You could go, oh yeah, it's short notice. He knocked him out in the first round. He literally just outstruck him. He played Volk's own game and beat him at it. I don't know how much short notice plays into that. He just beat him. And then Moicano's not his fault. He's got to fight whoever's in front of him. Makes him look like he's not supposed to be in there. He's not making it close with him.
Because he isn't, but the thing is, he isn't supposed to be in there with him.
Yeah,
so you can't blame Islam for doing that.
Yeah, and then with Habib is interesting because Habib did get hate while he was fighting, but once he retired, he became like a mythical, creature to people. Where it's like people would make fun of the whole never bled, never lost 29-0, but then it started becoming.
Well, look at what happened when Habib kind of has a similar circumstance with Islam with Moicano, Ali Aquinta, but Habib went out there and went for the distance with Al. And didn't look that great, let's be honest. But, like, people slated him a bit, but not to the degree that Islam got slated for beating Moicano and finishing him within a minute. Or a couple of minutes, you know what I mean?
And the reason why I still rate Islam a lot higher than Habib is because Islam is taking risks that, not saying Habib needed to move up to 170 and he needed to do this, that, but Islam is doing things that Habib never did or even tried to do. Like, going up to 170... could have easily have been a bad move. Like, he could have easily have lost to a JDM or an Ian.
Who would you guys say has had a more, all of us, who do you reckon has had a more rough path in the UFC, Islam or Habib?
Islam.
I agree.
Well, path to getting to where they are?
No, just overall, who's had the hardest matchups?
Islam 100%. I mean, on the come up.
How's Habib had harder matchups?
I think a lot of people forget about, first of all, the RDA fight. How he smashed him before he became champion. Like, he let him become champion. And then a dangerous Barboza that he outstruck, ran through him. The Michael Johnson fight sounds funny, dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
Ran through that nigga. Yeah. Like, if we put that in today, that's like Islam fighting Rufy. That's like Islam fighting, like, a Jalen Turner that can, like, grapple. Like, I don't even know what I said, but, like, Habib has fought dangerous niggas, bro. And he could have, what Islam's doing right now, I do believe that Habib would also do the same thing, but even better.
I don't
know. Sometimes I think I kind of agree with Jay when people, I feel like everybody understands, right? So, like, we watch the sport, all of us four, so we all know Habib and Islam are completely different, like, in everything. Even in the way they both grapple is completely different. Islam's much more methodical. Habib just smashes people. So I think sometimes people go into Islam fights that are casuals and they think, Islam better run through this guy, or, Like, he better walk him down and just fuck him up, and, you know, he better grab him and drag him around and fucking punch the fuck out of him, and, you know, but I before this fight, as you three know, I already had Islam as my GOAT. So him beating Ian Garry, for me, I think he is the GOAT. But at the same time, I don't fucking know, man. Like, this fight, for me, I think it cemented Islam as the GOAT for me. But I will say this, he's looking very beatable at welterweight, in my opinion.
Here's my thing, though. I feel like he's looked beatable before, but I feel like...
I don't know. But the Ian Garry fight, for me, I've never seen him look not so vulnerable. Because even against Volk, like Marauder was saying, really, you can give Islam like 4 rounds or something in that fight. You can. You really can.
There's an argument, yeah.
With the Ian Garry fight, Ian Garry was 2 minutes away if he would have kept it on the feet, in my opinion, because I had it 2-2 going into the 5th. Obviously, the judges didn't, but one judge did, so it would have ended up being a split decision, and it would have gone to Islam. But Ian Garry was 2 minutes away from almost beating Islam, man. Like, he was that close. And Islam's body language was breaking down. Ian Garry hit him with a body kick in the 5th round. You see Islam reacted big to it. Like, you know, Islam was breathing heavy at the end of the championship rounds. Like, and Ian Garry, like Marauder said, yes, he lost. But if you look at Ian Garry after the fight, if I was Ian Garry, I personally wouldn't feel like I lost, right? I would be like, all right, Islam got the win. You know, he got my back in the 5th. But you wouldn't feel like the better man won. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, a little baby coughs there.
Islam didn't humble him. And
No, he didn't.
Islam said he was gonna humble him. He ain't humble him. Now, bro, I'm telling you, give it 2 weeks. Ian Garry's gonna come on the podcast, like he's gonna come on air. He didn't beat me. He did just 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and it was this close. Like, nigga,
Bro,
I don't think Ian
I had
Garry
him
will ever
grappling
get
for his
humbled.
life.
Yeah, it sounds, the thing is, the thing with Ian Garry is, it sounds insufferable, but at the same time, he's spitting facts. Like, after the fight, when he's saying that, I don't feel like he was the better man on the night, I'm like, but he beat you. But then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but know what? He's kind of right.
But
it was basically an even fight.
You know how, Ben, you said he looked human, and I've seen that take a lot, and I'm not disagreeing exactly. I actually think Ian is the hardest fight for him at welterweight. So it's like, yeah, the second best guy in that division. You know how, like, I've said it before, Volkanovski had Holloway, where Adesanya had Whittaker. Where you got the champion, then you got the other guy just behind who can beat everyone else, but he's just a champion they can't fucking beat. I think that's the hardest stylistic match. I know people say Morales. I don't rate Morales as much as other people. I think he's just a big bastard who's getting serious issues against Trevin Giles and fucking Adam Fuji. You know what I mean? Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay?
Well, that
You know
was
what I
prime
mean?
Fuji.
That was a serious contender right there. But, like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Me personally, I think Ian Garry is such a high fight IQ, so well-rounded, in the prime of his life, so mentally strong, coming off of 2 big wins over Prates and Bilal. I think that's the hardest fight for him. Like, the only thing, like, Prates could maybe punish him, like we said, Ben, I'm alive. Islam likes to pull out a lot, keep his head dead high up in the air and go out in a straight line. That's ideal for Prates, like the way that he knocked out Leon Edwards. And then, like, Morales, I just don't think Morales' big fucking stiff winging shots. I think he's going to be looking for a big straight shot, not straight, like an overhand. Islam just goes under him and takes him.
Yeah,
I think it'll be that easy.
I agree, and I think the point you made about Ian Garry from a skill point of view was really good. But Dana White gets a lot of shit, right, from the MMA community, and rightfully so, right? But I agreed with what he said about Ian Garry, I can't lie, right? And Ian Garry, I can't lie.
What did he say?
So basically, what Dana White was saying is, before round 5, he was like, Ian Garry's hugging Islam, he's trying to dap him up. He needed to lock the fuck in round 5 and really chase that finish. He did. And the thing is, So I said on Twitter, Prates is dangerous for Islam because Prates, if Islam's body starts breaking down in front of Prates and, he starts in front of Prates, Prates isn't a better mixed martial artist than Ian, but he smells blood better than Ian. He picks up on when you're starting to wilt, when you're starting to fade, when you're starting to lose momentum. Prates is better than Ian Garry at finding a finish, at, showing urgency. So the thing with Ian Garry in this fight, for me, is he lacked killer instinct, in my opinion, in moments in this fight. And I'll say this, he did enough to basically have an even fight with Islam, but I can't lie, I agree with Dana White. I think if Ian Garry was really honest with himself, I think he would think, I should have done more in that 5th round. Like, I should have chased the finish more. But here's the thing, boys. If Ian Garry opened himself up more, this is the thing, people criticise Islam for not, chasing the finish more, but then he's more open to getting finished. He's more open to being put in dominant positions. Because, to be fair, as soon as he opened up mid-round 5, Islam took his back. Boom, Islam got hold of him.
And I mean, when he started pressing Islam in the 2nd round, had him up against Clint, was landing some body shots, and then as soon as Islam came back and dropped him.
Yeah. So this is the thing, man.
Yeah,
and honestly, I feel like Ian Garry's like spiritually a Diaz brother. Like, they never lose, they just run out of time. Oh, in the rematch, like it's kind of like he wins when he loses type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like when I said that Ian Garry's too smart for his own good, I think he's too much of a fan. He's too big of a fan of the people he fights. Like, I think when he got in there with Islam, there was an aspect where he's calling him he's one of the best in the world, one of the greatest of all time. One thing I know people make fun of her, but I really do appreciate about this one fighter is Juliana Pena. When she fought Nunes both times, she was like, I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna try to kill her. Like, I'm not giving her respect. Whereas Nunes' previous opponents, like Megan Anderson, was talking about how it was an honor to fight Nunes, something along those lines, like fangirling. No, like you're trying to kill that person. You're trying to whoop them. You don't need to be a fan of them. And I think Ian, you could see it so many times, even early in the fight. Like, I think when it was like a low blow or something, he's trying to reach out, and Islam's like, "Bro, we're fighting. Like, what are we like? Why are we dapping? Like, stop doing that."
Yeah.
And I don't know, Ian. To me, I do agree with the idea that he could be the 2nd best in the world. I would love to see him in Prates run it back again, to like really. No, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean no?
I already, you see my tweet, nigga. I'm putting 30,000 with anybody. Prates will sleep Islam. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care who I picked in the past. Prates is gonna finish him, and I'm willing to bet any money in the world.
30K.
Can I just add?
If anybody responds to my shit, I'm putting 30K on it. Prates is sleeping Islam. Like,
do you
that's the nigga that's gonna beat Islam. I promise.
Bro,
you.
I want to add a little point on the Prates and Islam fight. I don't think Prates' grappling is anywhere near as bad as some people are making out to be.
I agree. I do agree.
So here's the thing. Let me just, I'll land on this one. So when I did a tier list video a few weeks ago, and I said, Prates southpaw on southpaw. I was stealing this point from Zombie Man J, but it's true. Prates is he murders southpaws. Like, he straight murders southpaws. And then on the flip side of that, obviously, Islam fans who don't fit, if Prates touches Islam's chin, he's going sleep. Like, he is. He is going sleep. He is. Quick time. Also, Prates as a whole went pretty much even with Ian Garry on the ground. And Ian Garry's a good fucking grappler. Yeah. And I can't lie, in the 5th round, who ended up on top and almost finished Ian Garry? Carlos Prates. He did. He hurt him from half guard with ground and pound. And then in the JDM fight, people mentioned JDM taking down Prates to me. A, he didn't do anything with it anyway, right? It's not like he took him down and beat the shit out of him. And B, I can't lie, I don't think Prates thought JDM was going to try that at that point in the fight. I think it was just like, it just kind of happened. And then,
smiling.
Yeah, in the Leon fight, again, Leon got a standing back take, but then Prates was just literally doing this with him on his back. And then in the 2nd round, Prates went, goodbye, sleep.
And Leon's an underrated grappler as well.
Leon has good grappling.
Prates has shown good grappling. And I feel like, I'll tell you something, I'll drop the character on Ruffy. People are making Prates out like he's Ruffy, like he's shown terrible grappling and that Islam's just going to take. No, Prates can grapple, man. He has legit jiu-jitsu. And I can't lie, Islam's in danger, dude, in this fight.
I can't believe it. Benjay just broke kayfabe. What the fuck? Oh
Bro,
my
come on,
God.
you gotta protect the business, bro.
Oh my.
What are we-
The Ruffy army's just plummeted. Holy shit.
No,
Oh
but
my-
listen. We are going to slime out Armin, but at the same
Nah, you
time,
can't recover now, bro.
at the same time, yeah, Islam's in danger against Carlos Prates. He is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. So when niggas hear that, they're not gonna believe it until it gets closer. Because here's the thing, like I said, when you're that great with Islam, it's always gonna be the next guy up's gonna beat you. It's always gonna be the next guy up is the most dangerous. Next guy up. So now after they beat Ian Gary and people are saying that, it sounds like, oh, shut up, oh, you're just hating. But when that fight gets closer, when they announce it and it gets closer and closer, those Islam fans, them niggas gonna be biting their nails the whole fight. Niggas gonna be on the tip of their toes because I'm gonna say it like this. I was on live earlier. If Prates and Islam fight, Ian Gary had his face bruised up like that with just 20 strikes, just 20, and some of those were leg kicks. So niggas just bruising him up with jabs. Yeah, it's gonna be live leak. Nigga, the Instagram is gonna be sensitive content. I promise you that fight will be sensitive content. I promise you. Sensitive content.
The reason I do. Oh, actually, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like I agree with Marauder because I also made a tweet saying, like, I saw a video of Ian Gary stood next to Michael Morales, and I was like, Michael Morales is fucking humongous. I was like, he could frame Mog Islam, and everyone was like, oh, I bet you said that about Ian Gary. No, bitch, I didn't say that about Ian Gary. Okay.
Talk your shit.
No, listen, I didn't say that about Ian Gary, but I get what people say because Marauder's right. Like, it sounds like you're going, oh, one guy didn't win, now's the next guy, now's the next guy, now's the next guy.
That's what makes a division good. That's what makes it that division interesting because it's boring when there's no one else.
But I'll say this. When Ian Gary, like, so in the first round, when Islam Makhachev's like poking at, like, you know, fake touching Ian Gary's knee and he's frantically level changing and Ian Gary's kind of, you know, he's kind of frantic. And then round 4 and 5, when Ian Gary was like stood in front of Islam and Islam was still trying to do it and Ian Gary wasn't reacting, I'm like, dude, Prates might go out there, he's doing all this shit in front of him, he's touching at him, you know, fucking faking at him, fucking rolling his hands, like he might just fake it and bang, come through with the left. I don't know, dude. Here's the thing with Prates. I think Prates, he could just disrespect Islam on the feet. I can't lie.
I'm scared.
He'll have his nigga from the gate. He'll have his hands down. I promise, bro. Hands down. Just go in there and make him look easy. I don't think it's gonna be a fight. I think he's gonna make him look easy and get him out of there.
Is he just not? Is he not just me who's a bit cautious and a bit scared that Prates doesn't show up? Like he kind of did shit the bed against. He even fumbled to finish against Gary. Like he didn't look himself against Ian Gary. Now I do think that is because of how Ian Gary performed, and I don't know if Islam can replicate that. But like just the fear factor alone, if this guy gets me down, man, I know he's kind of dwindled off a bit because we've just seen JDM not get submitted and Ian Gary not get submitted, but let's not act like he still isn't capable of fucking submitting people. You know what I mean?
No, you are right.
I feel like that could be a possibility. This is why I find it so interesting, bro. Like, I don't know.
You are right. And I do think as well, Carlos Prates off his back will take significantly more amount of risks than JDM or Ian Gary did. But yeah, what are you going to say, Jay?
The thing with Prates in terms of his grappling from what we've seen, so there's two things. So Prates is what I would kind of call like a nonchalant grappler a bit, where he kind of lets the position go where it goes, but he's never super frantic. Like he's never rushing. He's never like, oh my gosh, like I'm in danger. Like he did it with Leon, did it with Ian Gary. What he did really well with Ian, which Ian was kind of doing to Islam, was kind of like wrapping around and trying to just roll through, or just trying to like use that as a way to like, but like trying to like, you know, slow down the takedown. But the problem with Islam was later Islam said, okay, You're wrapping around. Now I'm going to turn the corner. So now when you wrap here, I'll turn the corner. Now you got to do the next step. And that's the thing I don't think Prates has seen. Because Ian, as a wrestler, he has he gives you the initial shot. He may change an angle. But with Islam, let's say you see the first takedown, you stop it. He's going to show you the same thing, but then he's going to change the angle. And it's not the first shot. It's the combination of chain wrestling that comes after it. I don't know if Prates has that in his skill set. I mean,
No,
I don't know. It's interesting.
Islam's not going to take him down.
No, he will. It will happen at some point.
I think he will.
Yeah.
My thing.
No, bro, the fight's not going to be that long.
Really?
I think it's one of those things where I think we're thinking about it in theory, where Prates, if he were to come out there super confident and pop and shoot like he's gonna hit him, but I'm telling you, I think when he does get in front of Islam, he will have that little bit of hesitation, when he's actually in front of him, because everyone can say, "Oh, I know what Islam's gonna try to do," but then when you get in there with him, completely different story.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, and the other thing I will note is Ian Garry has a huge advantage being orthodox because he could occupy Prates' space up here by kicking his head kicks. Not that Islam couldn't head kick Prates still, but it's not as an open lane because they're both going to be southpaw. But I don't know. I wouldn't.
Prates cook some southpaws, nigga.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. So, bro, it sounds like insane hope when I say this about Carlos Prates, but I promise it's not. Because I rewatched the fight, I've literally rewatched the fight, and I still came to the same conclusion, right? Against Ian Garry, around near the end of round 4, a switch happened in Carlos Prates where he literally realised, I'm Carlos Prates, that's Ian Garry. I can literally just walk this guy down and beat him up. And he started walking him down near the end of round 4 and just disrespecting Ian Garry, and he ate a few shots. But then that pressure continues into round 5, and he forced a panic shoot out of Ian Garry, reversed him, hurt him on the ground, dragged him around for a bit, beat him up for a bit, nearly got the finish, fumbled it. Ian Garry wins the fight, right? But there is a thing in Carlos Prates where he's capable of entering, I think, a flow state that makes him way more dangerous for Islam than someone like an Ian Garry who will just keep up with Islam wherever the fight goes. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I don't want to argue your point. You know how you said, and you've said it a few times over a few different episodes, how when Prates fought Ian Garry, it's when he started to remember. Is that not just, in my opinion, is that not him just being like, oh, fuck, I've lost every single round. I need to start doing something. I need to go get a finish. More so than him being like, oh, fuck, I'm Carlos Prates. I think it's more of him having the urgency like, oh, fuck, I'm losing. I need to go and win this shit. And I also, I do agree, because one of my main reasons to why Ian Garry wasn't going to beat Islam was because of the lack of finish threat. So then obviously you got Prates, and that's obviously not the fucking case. But then I also think it's just kind of hard because Ian Garry, I think, is a more well-rounded fighter than Carlos Prates. But I can't wait for it, man.
I'll ask you a question. Has Islam ever fought anyone that dangerous before?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe Charles. Maybe
I would say
Prime Charles.
Prime Charles.
After he was coming off knockouts, so dropping Justin Gaethje and with his hands being improved, I would say a prime 11-fight win streak.
How many straight left hands could Islam take off Carlos?
Depends. I mean,
it might be just one. He might,
because I can't lie. You know that right hook, dude? No, bro. You know that right hook that Islam throws? He throws. Listen, Islam Makhachev would murder me. He has a very, I won't say the R word, but his right hook's terrible. He has one of the worst right hooks I've ever seen. Bro, he has a good jab. He has a good straight left hand, but his right hook kind of goes like this. I'm like, dude, I feel like Carlos Prates is just going to crack you with a straight left hand. I don't know, dude.
Islam is great. He's great. One of the best fighters, most skilled fighters of all time. But, nigga, bro, that nigga chin soft. Prates, it's not, we don't need to think about how many straights he's going to take. It's one.
Yeah,
That's the
But-
I
answer.
agree.
It's
I do
more-
agree. He got dropped by Volkanovski. He's not really a big hitter.
But my thing is though, is just I just don't know if Practice will be able to find that connection because
I agree.
again, I feel like it's easier said than done to go out there, not respect Islam's takedown, just go out there and just like, especially in close stance, go out there, tee off on him. But I don't know. I feel as if looking at Protest's build, I actually question if Islam were to come out there with because Islam's gonna know what we know. Like he's not gonna be unaware of the fact that
I think he's like Islam's getting a single leg quick.
I think it would make sense for him to shoot the double instead of the single on Protest because Protest has really good balance, and especially with Protest being a little bit of a longer guy too, he could probably build off of what Ian was doing. I would like to see him actually go double instead of single, but I don't know. I want to kind of pivot to Morale. Well, go ahead.
You're thinking about more of the knockout shot. You got to think back to the bruising. Ian Gary's not a power puncher, and he only landed 20 strikes. And look at his face. Protest is gonna make that nigga look like Ilya. I say this: Ilya lost to Justin because of the bruising. Now we're in a situation where Protest only hits him 5 times, and his face is getting bruised up like Ilya. That scar tissue is getting already fucked up.
Yeah.
It's kind of in a situation where like, how much can he do? You know what I mean? Like can he? He's gonna be his vision's gonna be all fucked up? You know that wears on you. It's like I'm not even thinking about the knockout shot right away, but I'm thinking about Islam's face gonna be all fucked up, and it's just gonna get worse and worse if he doesn't find that knockout shot earlier.
That's true. Ian didn't even run anything crazy, and Islam's face still bruised.
Bro, the
fucking
most of the
loads.
bruising came near the end. I think it was of round 4.
Yeah, it was
most
quite
of the
late.
bruising
It
came,
was quite
and that
late.
was literally just from Ian landing like pot shotting hooks in the clinch.
Yeah,
like literally just
yeah.
tapping him.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And
He doesn't
I-
wear damage well at all. He doesn't.
He doesn't wear damage well. He's literally like GSP. Like GSP used to wear damage really badly
Yeah,
when people used
that's
to start
true.
landing on him.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Protest next rather than Morales because to talk about Morales, a lot of people
Fucking man,
have this.
Morales.
I think there's an idea of Morales that I don't think is real. And here's what I mean. That Sean Brady performance, what he did to Sean Brady was impressive because I know people are going to say Bilal, but unironically, to do that to Sean is impressive. I think it is.
I think
But-
Morales was an underdog for that fight as well.
He may have been if I'm
It was
not
like close.
mistaken.
It was close. It was close.
Yeah,
It was-
because the main narrative for that fight was literally Michael Morales is overrated. Sean's going to get a hold of him.
Yeah, that was because Brady was coming off that great win against Leon as well. Well, I
Yeah.
remember that.
But my thing is like people are looking, okay, Morales has huge size. He can go out there, bully Islam. Islam's gonna be like tense. But the reason I don't necessarily buy into that is because, okay, Morales' judo and wrestling, I hear about it. It's like a reputation thing. I know if I'm not mistaken, he's shown it a little bit on the Contender Series against the dude from Kazakhstan. If I'm not, is that the dude he fought, that Kazakhstan dude, or am I?
I don't know who it is, but I heard that's where he just demonstrated something.
Apparently,
Yeah.
everyone always talks about his judo, but Adam Fujit's taking you down, brother. Like Adam Fujit's getting a hold of you and roughing you up.
Yeah, my
It's-
thing. Yeah.
Go on.
I was gonna just say my thing with Morales is he is coming into his frame more and more fight by fight, but I just like, for example, that stance he took against Sean Brady, he can't do that to Islam because that just opens up a single leg. A lot of people think hips back, so okay, how do you shoot a takedown? The leg is right there. The problem with Sean Brady compared to Islam, he's just not as physical. Like Sean Brady is a guy who, if he gets a little bit going, he can duck under. But against Morales, he saw Morales and was like, "Oh shoot, how do I even break this barrier? Like,
Yeah.
what do I do here?" Islam has an idea how to break that barrier. Islam is not this guy who just sees someone big and goes, "I'm cooked." And I mean, Ian is already a good speed test run for that. Like he had to break the barrier in some way with a guy like Ian, even though Ian's not as dangerous. But Morales, to me, a lot of his striking technique leaves himself open to reactive takedowns. The question I don't think is about if you stop Islam's takedowns, is what do you do when you get there? Like that's how I feel. So
My thing with Morales, do you think Morales, right? Do you think Morales is physical enough to just pop right back up? This is the thing, Jay, because
physical
the thing
enough.
is, Jay,
Physical enough, yeah.
Lately, I've been thinking, okay, I actually agree. Morales, I think, would get taken down by Islam pretty quickly in this fight. But, and I actually think, you know what's funny? I actually think Islam could head kick KO Morales, but that's for a different discussion. I think he
might
could
be
catch
right.
him with
I was thinking
something.
about that too.
Because Morales is retarded, right? He opens up, he's big winging dum-dum, right? But the thing is, we saw at times Islam's so good that he can still beat Ian Garry, but at times, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like a lightweight fight in a welterweight. Like when Islam had a hold of Ian, sometimes Ian just powered back up, right? He's got great balance and, you know, he understands and he's a lot more technical than Morales. But I think Michael Morales could build to his base, stop the back takes, and just stand up to Islam Makhachev. I don't know, though.
I see a world where Islam gets like a takedown, and then that nigga just grab him like this and just do him like that and reverse it. Get on top of that nigga and just start smashing.
My question is, how long does this Morales that like people like have this idea of how long does he even exist in the fight? Does it go past round 2 or 3? Because like
Michael Morales won't fight for the belt. And I'll tell you why. You want to know why? Because if I'm Ian Garry, I'm returning. I took no damage. Return and school Michael Morales.
here's the
School him.
thing.
No.
That might be a tough fight for Ian though.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I do actually think Ian dominates.
No. I think this. If I was McMahon nigga, that's what I would do. Prates versus Islam December. Islam, you didn't get punched, my nigga. Fight December. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it so serious. Like I'm not xenophobic. I'm not none of these Dagestani. I don't do that. Like I'm not like guru like none of those niggas. And like just hate Islam because he's Muslim, shit like that. You know how like people do that. Like I can when people agree with some of my takes I've had on Islam, I can tell whether they actually agree or they just don't like Muslim people.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those. But I'm gonna say this: Islam, you got punched in your face maybe 10 times. Fight in December, my nigga. December. Prates versus Islam. Now Morales, people have made on Twitter and stuff like, you know, we don't know if he really deserves it, and you guys are questioning if he can fight a wrestler. Let's do Morales versus Amasov, just as a tune-up. He needs a tune-up wrestler. He needs that. Now, he might not even have to fight a wrestler because Prates is going to finish that job, but let's just see what you can do, you know. Islam's going to be the favorite, minus 200 already, so let's do Amasov versus Morales, and then let Ian Garry fight
Bonfim if he wins.
Yeah, either Bonfim, Bonfim or
Bro, even
him and
Brady,
Shafak game
But
were-
I'm not
even
gonna lie.
Brady, because him and Brady have like beef. Like they
I
don't
can't
like
lie
each other.
though. After going very very close with the champion, I personally think Ian Garry deserves a fight with another top contender, not Gabriel Bonfim.
But here's the thing,
But
though,
if Bonfim beats Sean Brady, he's a top contender.
yeah, he's now a top contender. Like he's
that's
Where's
true.
Sean Brady ranked?
They're both
6.
like 4-5 or
they're
around
like
that
they're
region.
right in there. Like I mean, if Bonfim were to beat Brady,
If Bonfim beat Sean Brady and then Ian Garry comfortably like dominated Bonfim, he.
Oh yeah, I'm not
probably
confident. I'm not fully confident
probably get
saying
the
that.
title
You know?
shot again.
No,
right, like this.
he's gonna have to get like 3. He's gonna have to do like a Robert Whittaker, especially.
Yeah.
We haven't even spoke about there. Don't forget he signed with Eddie Hearn. That's gonna rub the UFC the wrong way. Oh, you signed with Eddie fucking Hearn. You know what I mean? Like, is your agency? I feel like they'll use that against him.
Yeah, the thing is with Ian, so I'm gonna try to think like more with how the UFC views him. Does the UFC care to have him as a champion? Probably not. Like, it's fine if he was, but they're not like crazy to have him as champion. So this is how I look at it. Prates is probably the logical next step. Morales, I feel like they're a little bit like, I think they would have been fine with Morales getting the title shot when he initially beat Brady. But I think when Prates went out there and did what he did to JDM, it kind of like, and then time passes, they're like, all right, let's give Morales like maybe one more. And I think the Amazov shout, because let's say he fights Ian, right? And Ian beats him. Now you're like in no man's land because Morales loses, but Ian still can't just go back and fight Islam immediately. But at least with Amasov or Morales, the winner feels like, okay, the logical next step is you fight the champion. With Bonfim, I mean, Bonfim is kind of in the same situation Ian was in where, dude, Bonfim is stacking up crazy wins. Like, he is streaking really good, but people don't rate him highly because he's not, like, he doesn't have, like, aura. He doesn't really
have like a high. He doesn't really have a highlight.
He got his ass beat by Wonder Boy. That's why.
But no, that knockout over Randy Brown though, that was really cool though. Like that was a cool.
Oh yeah, fair.
See,
Forgot about that though.
But like,
and he did school Bilal. Like he schooled him.
Yeah,
yeah.
did.
Like,
But who was the nigga that took him through there?
Dalby.
niggas.
There's a few people, bro. I can't lie. Wonder Boy gave him serious issues.
And Dalby like basically said like the way Dalby did him was basically like Gabriel Von Fame, you're a good fighter, even if you beat Sean Brady, but you can't go to the deep end. You can't go to
Wasn't there robbery?
I think those are learning fights though.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's like I'm not saying Bonfim is anywhere near fucking close to the skill level of Islam or potential, but like Islam getting knocked out by Adriano Martins, bro.
Dude, we can just talk about his opponent. Ian Garry was going life and death with Jordan Williams
and Song Kanan.
Yeah,
Song Kanan.
But you guys don't understand. It wasn't that Dalby beat him because he was better. It was about Dalby took him to the deep end and that nigga couldn't swim no longer. That's what it was about. It wasn't like.
I mean,
I think it was the inexperience because he kind of just blew his load so quickly because he was like smoking everybody. So I think it was. I rate Bonfim. I think he's actually. I think he's the definition of a dark horse of the welterweight division because no one talks about him.
I do think Bonfim is going to beat Sean Brady. I can't lie.
Actually, you know what? I think that Ian Garry should fight Mike Malott if Mike Malott goes up there and smokes Joaquin Buckley. Yes, because Mike. No. I think isn't Mike Malott already old? Isn't he like 35, 36, something around that?
Keep Mike Malott away from my rankings, bro. Keep him away from my top 7.
I'd rather Mike Malott versus Joras Medic.
Are we ready for the conversation that Malott's probably going to dominate Buckley?
No.
Mike Malott's gonna.
There's a chance.
There's
a chance.
That nigga through there.
No, he's not.
I think people forget Buckley's success at 170 was against pensioners.
Mike Malott's kind of good. He actually has good ability.
He is good. Just no one cares. He's like such an NPC. Like, I just don't care. Bro, your name's Mike Malott. You got subbed by Neil Magny. I don't really care about you.
Yo, did he get TKO'd? I thought he got TKO'd by him. Or
you got finished by Neil Magny, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, it's okay. So every once in a while, Neil Magny will crafty it up. That's just what happens every once in a while.
Neil Magny is the greatest gatekeeper of all time.
Speaking of
RDA.
Oh,
RDA can't be a gatekeeper because he was champion.
He was actually quite high though.
I feel like the Mount Rushmore of gatekeeper. I have Cowboy.
Neil Magny's definitely on gatekeeper.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you can be a gatekeeper. Well, Cowboy's interesting because he fought for the belt, but I feel like most of his career though, like post
Bobby Green.
Yeah,
Bobby Green's good. Johnson low key.
You know why Bobby Green's a good gatekeeper? You know what made me realise, this guy's a good gatekeeper? When he smoked Grant Dawson, I was like, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be at that level.
That was such a great win. That was really good.
I mean, I know Grant Dawson has no chin, but at the same time, we didn't know that at the time.
Hang on. I know we've spent pretty much almost an hour just on Islam Makhachev, but I wanted to ask, I know we want him to come back later on in the year. When do we realistically think he comes back?
He said he wants January. He said he wants January himself. But
he said before Ramadan, but you didn't get punched, nigga. Fight December.
The thing is though,
and he's an MSG nigga. Let's make it November, right? Nigga always want to talk about MSG. Let's fight November then.
I don't know. I don't know. November feels a little. December, yes. November feels a little too close.
Marauder's right though. I can't lie. I swear Islam said the same thing after he beat JDM and he took no damage.
I think the issue.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Against GDM, he dead ass didn't get punched,
dude. And he didn't even fight. He didn't fight.
True. But was the UFC giving an opportunity like to fight though? Like were they booking him?
You got to think they had a stacked summer. They had Return of McGregor. They had Ilya at the White House. Like,
yeah, because remember
surely.
the Ilya Islam fight, they were playing with it. They wanted to see if they could
Yes,
make Ilya
we
Islam.
did. Yeah,
So
we
I
did.
don't know if Islam's delay was really him. I
Well,
think
Islam was supposed to fight Ilya on the White House card.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh man,
yeah,
that
because
still
remember
upsets
before
me.
the White House
Yeah.
card, they were like trying to hold out people, trying to see who was going to be on there. Who's
I do
not.
think, I'm not going to lie though, welterweight, I think Islam would have dominated Ilya.
Oh yeah, welterweight 100% he
No.
beats his ass.
No, Ilya would still beat him up, but
Beat shit down his leg.
he would. And I'm not even gonna talk about it because niggas not gonna really like pay mind. But like I said it on live earlier, like, oh, you're crazy, bro, you're crazy, bro. Ilya is still the best pound for pound fighter in the world. So
It's not crazy to say that.
I
It's not
think
crazy.
that-
Not, yeah. it's
He's
not
still my
crazy
boy.
to say.
He is still my
yeah,
boy.
I think that Ilya would beat the fuck out of him.
Well,
I don't know
boys,
about that, but
we spent a good amount of time on Islam. So from one pound for pound great Ilya Topuria to another, Gillian Robertson, right? She went in there and she lost.
I feel so ashamed that I tried to gas this fight up. Every time I try and gas up a women's MMA fight, it's just egg on my face, bro. Every time.
Bro,
Every time.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, man.
The fight itself was the fight, but I want to talk about Dean Thomas. All right, dude abandoned his protege live on air. He basically but he didn't even do it in like a subtle way. He got a full face of makeup on. He put on a suit. He got on an earpiece. He went on Fox News. He probably put it on his notes in front of him. He neatened up the paper right before he said it. He looked at the camera and he went like this, Gillian, I don't fuck with you. He's like, I don't fuck with you anymore.
You're shit.
He was like, I quit cornering, dude. He literally retired from cornering.
See, and this is the whole reason why I was like annoyed about it, because we just started talking about the fight, and what we're talking about straight away within the first 20 seconds, Din Thomas. Like, that's such a cunt move by him, because his fighter has just lost the biggest fight of her career, and then he makes it all about himself and retires on the same night, and he just completely buries her as well and says, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna retire now because I said I would leave her when I can't take her. I can only take her as far as she can go, and this is the fight. I don't think she'll get any better than this." I'm not being funny, Din Thomas. Your advice throughout the fucking rounds. You're fucking shit, to be honest, mate. Oh, you talk a big game. Yeah. When Adjon, Anik, and Joe Rogan come over to me and ask for some glazing sessions on what's analytically happening in between the fight and whatnot. But honestly, mate, you were fucking shit. Like, how do you expect to a fight to give 100% to a fight if you're not even there during weight cut or throughout the entire fight week? Like, I used to like Din Thomas, but this really soured me. What a stupid fucking cunt. Fuck him.
I'm after UFC events, like I'm on my phone a lot. Like even just regularly, I'm on my phone a lot. Nigga, I've been scrolling on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and I'm dead ass, and I'm not even lying. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. So nigga, I probably had like 8 hours of screen time since the fight, maybe 8-10 hours. I haven't seen a clip. I haven't seen a single post. I've been on Twitter scrolling, TikTok scrolling. I haven't seen one yet. So what happened? Because I didn't watch the fight because I dozed off. But out of my 8 hours of scrolling, why have I not seen anything? Is Islam that much star power? I haven't seen anything on Instagram either.
Yeah, bro. The narrative is going to be around Islam, I feel like, mainly, but the Dean Thomas things.
But niggas didn't even get to see the belt wrapped around. Like I don't even know. Like I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
You know what? What's her name that beat? Oh my god, I forgot her name.
who beat who?
Who beat who?
The champion who just won in the
Mackenzie
what's
Dern.
her name? Mackenzie Dern, right, bro. I'm a casual. It is what it is. I forgot her name then for a second. I think she needs to beat Zhang to get that like mainstream attention. Personally,
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, this is my thing about Dean Thomas. To kind of like piggyback off what Alfredo was saying, the interesting thing about Dean Thomas is he's been very open that he only coaches like select fighters at this point. Once he I think split from American Top Team, so he only would corner T Wood, Jillian. I don't know if there's, and I guess Sean Brady too, and Sean Brady as well, and maybe someone else I'm like forgetting. But what I didn't really like was when he said, I told her I would take her as far as she can go, and I think that's it. And to me, it's like Jillian's career didn't end that night. She didn't retire. She didn't say, all right, like, I fought for the belt. I didn't get it. Now I'm done. She still has a career that's probably going to progress past this fight, right? And to me, that's a conversation. If you're going to feel the way that you feel, you don't say that on air, because she may have not even known that he was going to do that until he said it. Now, maybe he told her beforehand and that's a different context, but I guess it depends on if he said this to her before. But even that, I feel like it's just time and place. Like, it's not about you, dude. Like, you saying I'm going to make an announcement that I'm retiring from cornering, it's just like, why now? Again, that, like Alfredo's saying, that's going to be the main thing we talk about. And again, his cornering advice wasn't the best. Like, I mean, didn't he like tell her like she's got to like wake up or she's got to go? Like, nothing.
He said, yeah, he told her to do something and didn't tell her how to do it or implement it or anything. So I can't remember what he was saying now. Was it like, you need to move your feet more, or I can't remember what it was. He said something, but he just didn't elaborate on like what else you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, that was it.
Yeah, and and I think honestly it might even be better for Jillian anyway, even though I know Dean was like her first one. That's who took her there. I mean, Dean is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out already. Like, I mean, he does all the media stuff and everything. He probably, again, felt like, okay, I'm going to do it because she was with me for so long. But and it reminds me a little bit of what Eric Nixick did with Sean Strickland. Even though I don't like Strickland, I didn't appreciate that Eric, as a coach, got on there and basically was talking about, I'm interested in coaching world champions, when Sean is one of your few guys who actually got there. Like, and you're throwing him under the bus. And I don't know. It's just certain conversations, if you feel that way, don't need to be made public, and it just isn't about you, dude. And
there's an understandable area, because I was about to mention before the Sean Strickland and Eric Nixick thing. Eric Nixick literally came out the day later and apologized publicly. But the thing is, I feel like there's an understandable, especially if your fighter is not listening to anything you're saying in the corner. I imagine that's fucking annoying. And there will be an element of like, come on, like, we could have won that if you would have just, I get that. And that's why Eric Nixick did what he did, because he was like, I told Sean to be more urgent, but if he just wants to jab and teep, you know, then maybe we're not the right place for him, essentially. But with Gillian Robertson and Dean Thomas, yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought that's not the right time and place to do it. But it's just the way that, dude, you had like time to think about whether or not you should do that too. Like, they did the makeup, they did everything, they got you ready.
It kind of
you
reminds
didn't have to go
me.
that
Do you
brutally.
remember when Henry Hooft left Rumble when he retired? It reminds me of that, but at least I'm like, okay, even though that's scummy, I can understand maybe it was like a miscommunication and like frustration in the moment. Like you just said, Ben, Din Thomas would have had plenty of time to fucking think, do I really want... Even Chris Weidman kind of like checked him. He goes, are you sure you should be announcing that like right now? He said that as soon as Din, like, I think he goes, are you sure you want to be doing that like right now? Do you want to sit on that? Like, he was like baffled why he's saying it right. Like, you're such a selfish thing, dude, bro. Like, I just thought it was so spineless.
Yeah, some coaches, I don't know, like, I don't want to go too overboard. I don't know Din Thomas, but, you know, coaches, they want to be people that have coached world champions, right? They want to have that under the belt. So when, I know like people go, oh, but women's MMA, no. If you have a fighter that's fighting for a UFC world title, you want that on your resume, that you coached that person to a UFC world title. That makes you look very good. So I don't know, it's probably a little bit of ego on Dean Thomas's part as well. Like, look, Gillian Robertson lost everywhere. I can't lie, in moments she looked lost everywhere too. On the feet, on the ground. But yeah, I mean, decent performance by Dern. I don't think there's anything else we can add on the 330 card. Is there anything else we want to recap?
Hold up. Who's that Brazilian bloke? That Brazilian fella.
But the light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Fernando. Fernando,
yeah,
he's quite
I want to
nice.
say something about Fernando. Look, I already know he's going to get clipped, so I'm just going to come out and say it. If Fernando fought Yuri Prohaska today, I'm picking Fernando to beat him. I'm picking Fernando to finish him. Yeah. I really do. Listen, Fernando, every once in a while...
Dude, I need the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like that. like with the glass.
every once in a while, you find someone who comes to the UFC and they make their debut, like you know, like an Ethan Ewing or something like that, where you look at them and even though the first person they fought, even though Ethan Ewing fought Wellmaker, like it may not be the craziest win in the world, but you can just look at that person and tell, oh, he's different or she's different. Like there's something different. And Fernando, look, I'm telling you right now, when him and Navajo Sterling fight for the championship one day, that's going to be one of the high.
Just shut up right now. This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous.
What?
This is ridiculous. What I'm hearing right now.
Yeah,
the comparison to Ethan Ewing is kind of crazy as well because Wellmaker's actually quite decent, and so's the fucking flyweight who battered.
Yeah, but it's not about.
I'm sorry,
that
Tobias is pulling faces at me. Tobias is going like.
No,
but
like
all this shit at the camera,
here's my thing.
And then he started fighting, and he was shit.
No, but it's not about the opponent. It's about no. It's not about the opponent. It's not about the opponent. It's about what it's like the eye test. Like you can look great even if you're fighting someone like terrible. Like you can still tell.
But that's the thing. We also need to see him take a bit of resistance back. Tobias threw nothing back. No, he did actually and landed quite decent on Fernando in the first round.
Fernando, dude, I think he would sleep Yuri in the first round.
Oh my!
I think you get him out of there. I
don't mind that taking like a few more fights, but right now,
I wish they would book that fight next because I'm like honestly, Fernando could be a top 5 light heavyweight currently at this moment. I really do think so. And listen. And y'all did the same thing with Nav. Like when Nav came in and I was telling y'all, dude, Nav is already up there. They were like, no, pump the brakes. And he's already here now. Fernando can climb up the rankings really quickly. Like, I'm sorry, Yuri Prohaska's been getting. Look, let's actually talk about Yuri real quick. Yuri Prohaska has made a career out of basically being right place, right time. Okay, beat Volkan Oezdemir, cool. That was cool. I'm not gonna say that like that. It ain't nothing. Cool. But you went life and death with Glover Teixeira, who, if he didn't, I know it's shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you were getting outstruck by Glover Teixeira. That's true. 42-year-old Glover Teixeira was beating you up on the feet. Okay? You beat Jamal Hill after what? An Achilles injury and then another knee injury with 2 knee braces? Okay, cool. And you also went 1-1 with them, by the way. All right, cool. Yuri Prohaska lost twice to Alex Pereira. Nope. No, I'm not going to shame you for that. Yeah, you lost to Alex Pereira. It's cool, whatever. But Khalil Roundtree, solid win, but who's Khalil beat? Khalil hasn't beaten anybody like crazy. His best win is what? Anthony Smith? Dustin Jacoby robbery? Oh, what? Jamal Hill too? Okay.
But yeah,
and
former champion, yeah.
Whatever. And then when he fights Carlos Oldberg on one leg, gets knocked out. So all I'm saying is Fernando is, if anything, like Yuri Prohaska, he's right place, right time. You put Fernando in those same fights, he probably wins all of them. He probably
I forever despise Yuri Fat Wahlberg fight. Oh my!
I'm not gonna lie. No. I'm not gonna lie. My boy, what's his name, Jay?
Fernando
beats shit down Yuri's leg, kind of like.
He does. Look, I can see it. He's better than Yuri Prohaska.
Bro, he was stiff that nigga with a jab. Stiff.
Yes, come on, bro.
Stiff.
Like Yuri Prohaska coming out here looking at
you know what's crazy about Yuri? He's got so many holes in his game, and he's so like terrible. no, he's good, but like. There's so many guys that you could genuinely say, nah, they would give him serious issues. It's so weird.
Yaya probably beat Yuri, bro. Yaya could probably beat him, dude.
No, fuck no. No. I was laughing. See, I was laughing the whole time you had this rant. But speaking of Yakiayev, because that nigga got booked against Guskov. I mean, not Guskov, Nikita Krylov. I see what these niggas are trying to do. They're trying to build a nigga up. Because they know he's ass. Like, Krylov's not good anymore. He's a stepping stone. If Krylov gives this nigga trouble, please, I hope everybody just takes their mind back on fucking Yakiayev. Yakiayev needs to knock him out quickly or else.
Yeah. I feel like real quick before we move past 330, we do have to give 2 shouts, bro. Shout out to Charles Johnson and Jeremiah Wells. Like, 2 crazy submissions. Like, I feel like those are probably my highlights of the entire card. I mean, Charles Johnson, I feel like he's such an interesting fighter where... Like, again, you can't deny that he beat Van and Lohner. People try to, like, make it seem like it's not that big of a deal. No, it was a big deal when he beat both of them. Like, people try to downplay
People downplay that.
Yeah, because people will say, oh... They do though. They do downplay the fact that he beat
no,
Van.
no, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. I just found that crazy that people downplay that.
Like for example, Loner Kavanaugh, they just said, "Oh, it was a lucky punch. Loner was getting tired if Loner didn't gas out." And then with Van, they say, "Oh, Van like wasn't in his prime yet." Like Van, like they even though Van had the hype, like Van had hype.
I'm
when
telling
he
you right now, I hate MMA fans. I think MMA fans are the dirtiest, smelliest fucking mongs of all time. I really do. I think they're fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah, and what sucks about Charles Johnson was he was on that win streak, and then he ran into roidhead Ramazan Temirov. Like,
oh, now you call him a roidhead, do you?
Yeah, no,
Hey,
he's
Royd Belly is a problem for the entire division.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Roidhead's gonna fucking
Roydamon Temirov is gonna. I mean,
he's gonna kill Kavanagh. He's gonna kill Kavanagh.
But what I was getting at though is Charles Johnson actually had a competitive fight with Temirov, and Temirov popped after that fight. He popped, and that just sticks on Charles's record. And then he gets back in there, but then he loses to Perez, and now people are like, "Oh, you suck." And then he gets back, he beats Bruno Silva, and then he goes in there with Kazakhstan dude from Kazakhstan. What's his name again? Almabayev.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almabayev. He gets the Suliev stretch head on him. People are like making memes about it. So then Charles is in his weird position where he's beating the best, literally. And Charles can really go out there and be competitive with anyone, and that can be good or bad, how I explain that. But I'm really happy, though, they did get that win because I don't know. I feel like people try to treat him as if he's like in that category of like good, bad fighter, and I don't think that's the case. I do think he's actually up there with the elite of the division, but he's just.
I think clearly visually, Charles Johnson's a good fighter.
Yeah,
like, I like to crack jokes about him, but you know he's a good fucking fighter, Charles Johnson, and I can't lie. Charles Johnson will fight any motherfucker. He fights anybody.
He's fought like 16 or 17 times in the past. Like
I was going to say, he's lost to Perez this year, beat Bruno Silva.
I mean, how did Almabayev?
Almabayev, and then he just had that chap. That's 4 fights already.
Did Almabayev submit him?
Yeah, Suliev.
I think
stretch.
so. Yeah, he kind of fucking.
So he goes from getting Suliev stretched like a few months ago to hitting like. Has anyone done that submission before?
Yeah, Scottish Twister. It was done by someone. I forgot who was the other. Oh yeah. The dude from Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, the dude from Kyrgyzstan, from the Contender Series, did hit it on somebody. But yeah, Scottish Twister, you don't see that very often. And Jeremiah Wells is interesting because I know most people know him for like the whole thing with Blood Diamond when like he ran on the side of the cage and he like fell over, like that thing. Jeremiah Wells I actually thought was gonna be a lot better. But he's obviously somewhat good because he went out there and put Orobai to sleep.
Bro, he's just taking all of Orobai's Orobai. That's what they call it. That's what they call him now. Orobai.
Yeah, no, like literally though, because Jeremiah Wells hitting a power guillotine, you don't see that very often. Honestly, in MMA, people do that variation of like the guillotine where it's like this. And honestly, what's funny is I didn't process that he actually put out Orobai. I thought Orobai was doing like the Armand defense where he flattened out until I realized no, he just actually dropped.
He's out. He needs to go back down to 155 because his last win against Musayev's aged really well.
Yeah, I mean, Wells.
I would against Medic age well too.
That's true, but I think he's way better at 155 than he was at 170.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Wells, the thing is like he was actually doing well in the first round. He was
piecing him up. Yeah,
and
you know, it's not even about a weight class thing. Honestly, Mitabek just trash, bro. Like,
I do agree. I do agree. No,
his striking defense, like Jeremiah Wells, Orobai made that nigga look like Buckley, and I've never called anybody Buckley before. But he made him look like Buckley. And is that supposed to be a good thing? Like, you're losing to a nigga that's, like, LARPing as Buckley? I don't know, bro.
At 39 years of age as well.
Where the fuck do you even draw some of your comparisons from? I don't know.
Jeremiah Wells did look like Buckley out there. Like, he kind of
I hear it.
No, I get that.
He's Buckley with a submission threat. Like, dude, honestly, I need to see.
I don't know. I've never spoken to anyone before that draws insults so creatively in my life.
That should be an insult.
This guy would be like, he looked like Buckley in there. I'm like, what?
Hang on.
So,
go on.
Oh, you got it.
I was just going to say, I was just going to change the topic. I was going to change the topic to Joshua Van, giving it a bit of... What do you guys think? Because I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I love it. I love that Joshua Van is talking shit. Because everyone's crying. Everyone always cries. But there's not enough stars and there's not enough personality in the UFC. And then Joshua Van starts giving a bit of personality and is trying to be a bit of a star. And everyone starts jumping on him and piling on him and trying fucking... I don't get it.
You know why?
Hey, kid. When I speak, you shut your fucking mouth. That's too...
I can't lie, bro. Listen, I like the fact Van's talking shit. I like the fact that flyweight, dude, the fact that a flyweight fight, because I'm assuming that we were all there for the fucking dark ages of flyweight when no one gave a shit about it, but it was always really good. A flyweight main event is getting tons of traction. I fucking love that shit. But I'll say this. It's kind of reminding me of Ngannou Stipe 1. It's giving me the same vibes because I think Van's going to win. Stylistically, I think Van's going to win. But the way he's acting, I think he's coming across as arrogant. And I don't know. Listen. I think Van's going to win. But there's a part of me that's thinking Pantoja might remind him in there. Like, I feel like might end up being like a y'all must have forgot performance. Like, dude, do you remember when Stipe fought Ngannou the first time? And Dana White was going, Ngannou hits harder than a Ford Escort driving as fast as it can. Holy shit. And then he went, and Stipe, he's great. And Stipe went like this. He was like this. And then, dude, Stipe wouldn't even let Dana wrap the belt round him over that because he was being so disrespected in the build-up. And Ngannou was sat there with the shades on. He was like smiling and laughing at him, getting cocky. And Stipe slipped and ripped him. He was slipping and ripping. He was fucking him up. He was taking him down at will. Like, Pantoja's going to come for Joshua Van. Like, Joshua Van's old nickname was getting up in that ass. Pantoja actually is going to get up in that ass on Joshua Van. So I think Joshua Van's going to be ready for that. Dude, I love when Joshua Van didn't even stand up to Pantoja. He was like, what the fuck? What are you going to do? You ain't going to do shit.
No,
I love it.
Joshua Van's better everywhere. Except
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know, bro. There's something about it that was making me think like, I don't know, Pantoja's being disrespected.
Because look, it could go too bad and good. One, Pantoja could be emotional and be like, I can't lose to this motherfucker. I can't lose to this guy. I already lost him. Now he's disrespecting me. Like, he's from Brazil. He's like, niggas like talk when I speak, we take your eyes out, whatever he said. Like, now he's emotional. But if he knows how to channel it, because has anybody ever talked shit to Pantoja in his career?
Not really.
No, Steve Erceg was trying to kiss him as well.
First time moment for him.
That's true. Yeah, flyweight's always kind of been like kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. You know what I mean? Everyone holds hands.
The closest I could even think to if I hope I'm not doing a Mandela effect here. I do feel like maybe not before the fight, but during the fight, I feel like Manel Kape was kind of giving him a little bit of that energy of kind of not kumbaya towards him. But that's kind of Manel Kape with any fight, dang near, except the Kyoji rematch where he was obviously a lot more cool.
Yeah, dude, this Pantoja's title run is the night against the nicest human beings ever, ever created. He fought fucking Brandon Moreno, Steve Erceg, and he fought fucking Brandon Royval.
Wait, no, Kai Sakura kind of was giving off a little bit of that, I'm coming. Because when Kai came in, even though he's not speaking English, he had that little energy of look at me, I'm the next big thing. They want me. And
Pantoja fucking ran him down.
Yeah, no, you could tell Pantoja was offended. Bro, they got this dude from Rising.
That gives me flashbacks. Do you remember when Nunes fought Ronda and Nunes was pissed at the UFC because he'll just order promotional material? We've done, Ronda Rousey's coming back. So Nunes was like, I'm gonna fucking ruin her.
Yeah,
and then got a 40-second knockout too.
I do want to speak about the fans when it comes to Van. I'm gonna come out this right now. I feel like so many people were being performative when they got mad at him celebrating. Dude, listen, Van just changed his whole life. He became a world champion. He's going to make more money than he's ever made in his life. I'm sorry. I would have been worse, dude. I would have been I would have been hitting the Dougie. I would have tried to hit the split on him. I'm gonna teabagged
Dude.
Pantoja. Like I would have probably been hitting that like you can't see me. I might have been
Bro.
flopping my arm like this, like like I would have been doing all that.
If someone fucking handed like, listen, oh my god, it fucking pisses me off when people get mad at Van for celebrating winning the belt, dude. It's not even the fact that he just won the belt. He isn't set for life yet, but his life just changed financially, brother. This guy comes from Myanmar. Like, dude, what the fuck do you think's going on in Myanmar? Like, no offense to the people of Myanmar, but I'm saying it's probably not like the fucking most luxurious fucking Beverly Hills-esque place you've ever seen in your life. So he just changed his whole family's generation, right? His whole family's generation forever. And you're expecting him to be like stoic about it. Hey, Pantoja, are you okay? No.
Yeah, no, like listen, I understand like respect aspect of martial arts, but dude, listen, one thing about me, because Marauders gonna understand what I'm talking about from the track world. There's like this weird thing where you're not allowed to celebrate when you like accomplish something. Like let's say you win a race or you hit a crazy mark on a jump. They'll DQ you for like celebrating too much or being too like having too much energy. And to me, people were trying to be like, oh yeah, Van has no honor, he's a punk, like this dude has like no morals. And I'm like, bruh, at the end of the day, right? Even though I understand, like, I don't mean this in a literal vacuum, but I do mean this to some extent. It's a combat sport, bro. If I go out there and I dump somebody and they break their arm and I win the fight that way, all right, so be it, bro. Like, come get it back in the rematch. And again, like Alfredo was saying, like, people want degeneracy. Like, people love to act like they don't like that stuff. They're like, oh, like, why is he talking trash? Like, respect Pantoja. No. I like a fist fight where there were two people don't like each other. Like I don't understand. It's like the highest selling pay-per-view of all time is not just because it's Conor and Habib. It's because it's literally the biggest beef we've seen. Like in terms of like, it wasn't just between Habib and Conor. This was a cultural beef.
Dude, Pantoja's scary, dude. That guy's scary. Like, bro, before the first fight, you remember when Van beat Royval?
Yeah.
Dude, when Van got in the octagon with Pantoja and like the whole time Van was like smiling, Pantoja just looking at him the whole time, like and you could tell Pantoja was kind of mean mugging him in the octagon. I was like, he's kind of mogging Van right now. But I'm not gonna lie, on the flip side of what I just said before, Pantoja's just kind of disrespecting Van a little bit.
Calling him kid constantly.
He keeps saying to him, kid, hey kid, hey kid. Shut up, kid. This is a grown-ass man who just put on a generational performance against Tatsuro Taira. This ain't no kid in there, bro. I don't know.
But Pantoja is an older nigga, though. How old is he? 31?
He is.
He is, but he is. But it is like talking down to someone when they're a grown adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the thing with Pantoja's trying to play it off as like you got lucky that like my arm that my arm got dislocated, because if it didn't, like, I would have whooped you. So he's kind of, I feel like Pantoja's sort of, it could be that he's also, like, angry, but he's also, like you're saying, disrespecting Van a bit, like his skill set, because he's like, bro, like, you got lucky in there. Like, if I wouldn't have, I would have whooped you. But I think this is going to be fight of the year. I think this will be one of the best fights of all time, because, listen, Pantoja and Van, CT demons, they are. Like, these are guys who...
This will be high level, man.
Yeah, high level.
Do we think there's any chance these motherfuckers don't just immediately mix it up in the pocket?
I'd honestly I'll put my life savings on that it's going to be a car crash.
Like, bro, if you were to say to me, in the future, like, gun to my head, you have to pick one fight that is guaranteed to deliver coming up in the future, I'd be like 100% Van and Pantoja.
Yeah, and it's like there's no chance of an injury happening again. Yeah, fucking damn right, I'm doing with that, yeah.
Bro, what, like... Van and Pantoja is such a banger, but yeah, like I said earlier before, there's something about Van that it's swaying more to me arrogant rather than confident. I don't know. There's something about his demeanor.
I don't think there's anything wrong with arrogance, especially as a fucking fighter.
It's not that. It's just a lot of people haven't really like Van. He's like he a hood nigga kind of, and niggas don't really So for niggas that like haven't like been around those type of niggas, just like ghetto people just like that, they kind of see it as like, oh, he's being arrogant. But from my view, That nigga's he's trolling that nigga. He's
He
trolling
is.
him.
I was about to
bro.
say this is a perfect rage bait I've ever seen. Have you seen the reactions from Pantoja where he's like he got up and he was like, and then Van's literally just like, shut up, sit back down, and laughing at him.
What
Bro,
he was doing,
bro,
he was like looking at me. He was like, shut up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a perfect rage bait.
He was trying to say, like, Pantoja was saying, I brought my family over here, you know, I provide for them. And Van literally went, bro, no one wants to hear about your family, bro. He was like...
But, like, you gotta understand, like, Van is, like, my age. He about the same age as me, basically.
Yeah, but, bro, I can't lie. When Pantoja was saying his story, tell me you weren't thinking the exact same thing.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Tell
Talk
me
about
you
the
weren't
fights.
thinking the
Talk about
exact
the
same thing.
fights.
Because I was thinking, come on, right, okay, we get it. You brought your family over, all right, we get it, bro.
I just like, because, listen, Van, you know, this is part of people gonna get mad when I say this, but Van, you know, he's like an honorary black fighter, bro. Like I hear that before, like black fighters in the boxing world especially talk the same way Van does. And Van, he's from like Houston, right? I think he's from like Houston, Texas. Obviously, he came from Miramar, grew up in Houston, Texas. Like, he sounds like a bunch of dudes that, like, I'm not from Texas, but like from Florida that I heard growing up. They talk the same way. If they were in the UFC and they fought, they'd be talking the same exact way, probably even worse. And dude, I just like that a fight where obviously there can be respect in the aspect that you know you're fighting a tough opponent, but you're not gonna just sit there and be like, oh man, it's Pantoja, you know, like you gotta come out there. Like it's just like with Ian, like, bro, I'm sorry, when Ian was trying to say Abdulmanap would have been proud of him, shut up, dude. Like, what you mean Abdulmanap would be proud of him? Nobody asked you that. That was cringe
as fuck.
Who asked you that? Like,
but I'm not gonna lie. I know we talked about Islam and Ian earlier. Bro, that whole mental, that usually works. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. What Ian was doing with Islam usually works with everyone else. And he 100% does it as a mind game thing, in my opinion. I think he does it on purpose.
Glaze on some, like, oh man.
Yeah, no, bro. Bro, against Carlos Prates, even I was confused. This guy was calling him a quitter and like all this shit. But then when they were stood in front of each other, in the build-up to the fight, he's like hugging him and shit. And I think people get thrown off by Ian Garry, especially when
Cowboy used to do it.
When you know when people have back and forth rounds with Ian Garry, Islam even said it after the fight. And after the end of the rounds, Ian Garry's like patting you on the back and he's trying to hug you. Islam literally said after the fight, he was like, bro, stop these. You know, he's like, stop.
Bro, dude, you know what this is like sort of related to what you're saying, but dude, one clip that I hate is remember when I think it was John Silva got I don't know if it was Rufy who lost or John Silva who lost, but like Carlos Prates was cage side and Ian Garry was next to him, and Ian Garry's trying to like
console him.
You know, like the phone's recording, he starts like trying to put his arm around, goes like,
it's so bad,
bro. That was so bad. He was trying to.
Bro, I was literally about to say this. I think I'm spot on here. Ian Garry is what Henry Cejudo thought he was. He is the real cringe lord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Henry Cejudo was like, I'm triple C, I'm like cringing over. Ian Garry wins the most cringiest fighter of all time. I'm being completely honest. I can't name a fighter more cringe than Ian Garry. Like the one where he's outside. I know this isn't UFC related. You know when he's like holding the flowers and like Layla's had and he's like, you can't hate me. I love you. I mean, like that song's coming.
Bro, he is cringe. He is
like
very cringe.
It's the cringiest video I've ever seen in my life.
He is very, very
too
cringe.
is like when he's talking to Jamal Hill, and I can't remember who the other fighter was, but he was talking about, you know, if I just had, you know, a little bit of that athleticism with that black skin and everything, I was like,
bro,
it was like crystals are on you,
bro. Even the worst one. Oh, this was so bad. I had to like immediately stop watching. I don't even know if he said anything else after it, but recently they did a thing talking about what the fighters are going to do for the weight cuts, and everyone was like making joking comments, and Ian Garry went, I am going to have the most professional weight cut in the history. He was like, I'm always a professional. I never cheat, never cut corners. I'm like, hey, get off.
Dude, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Nah, I'm not. That's too far. I can't say that. I can't.
Go on, Dash.
Bro, all right, I'll say this, bro. I can. For some reason, I'm imagining when Ian kid grow up, he gonna one day talk back to him, and Ian's gonna like try to like do like the, all right, come on now, like let's use nice words. And his kid's gonna be like, bro, shut up. Like, bro, no, listen. You know how he was talking to Michael Morales? Like he was a dad. He was like, listen,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
like I know you talk a big game, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. Keep in mind, people are saying that Michael Morales got big broed. Morales, he's not a native English speaker. He probably heard.
I was gonna say he probably didn't understand like 90%
Morales
of what
was
he
looking at
said.
him.
yeah,
Bro,
Morales
he-
is probably
It's
just
not even
like.
about him not understanding that, bro. Nobody's gonna press you or hit you in front of your kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody's
like-
gonna
That's true.
ignite nothing in front of your
Dude.
kid.
That's why I
Dude.
did that stuff with JDM. Like,
Right, I'm gonna drop a serious truth nuke that's offensive, but it is the truth nuke. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If I said this in front of Ian Garry, he'd slap me in the face. But I'm not in front of Ian Garry, so I'm gonna say it. He uses his son to get in fighters' heads. Truth nuke, and I'll tell you how he does it. Right, I'll tell you how he does it. It's a coincidence that all of his opponents, every single time, they're his son's favourite fighter. So, like, he's going to go fight them. And, dude, I feel like he does it to, like, make them feel awkward. Like, he'll bring his son up to a guy that's trying to hurt him on the weekend. His son will be hugging him, and he'll be like, hey. And he's like, yeah, he loves you, man. And he's patting him on the shoulders. I'm like, I know what you're fucking doing with that kid. I know what you're trying to do there, Ian. Now, listen, if I said that in front of Ian Garry, if I said you're using your son kind of as a prop, he'd slap the shit out of me.
no, he'd just give you a cringe lecture.
Yeah, no,
He'd be like, listen, Ben, you need to be better as a man and stop being such a fucking jerk. And I'd be like, Ian, I am what I am.
No, he'll literally tell you one day when you're a father, you'll understand what it's like to be in my position. Dude, he's literally he's Michael Chandler, bro. Him and Michael Chandler have the same personality.
The best one was
that's actually spot on. That is spot on.
He was trying to get his kid to like give JDM M&Ms. Dude, the best thing JDM has ever said, the funniest thing he's ever said, is when he picked up the mic and went, I don't even know if that's his son.
Bro, bro, the thing is,
And then, JDM's such a nice person. Everyone was like, did he just say that? And then he had to like, the day after was like, I said what I said.
yeah, because it's crazy. I understand like when fans hate a fighter, but when other fighters hate you, you're an irregular nigga. Now, and I usually don't get pissed at fighters, but when me and Jay were live watching the press conference, nigga, I was like, bro, what's wrong with this nigga?
yeah,
Like, what's wrong with
bro,
Volcano,
Go on.
he does it. He tries to do like the Abdulmanap thing. I think he's doing it, as a way to get at Islam without being too much of a cunt. Because I can't lie. If my dad's not dead. My dad's a good guy, bless him. Dad MMA, shout. But if my dad had passed away and someone went, what do you think your dad would think about you now? And I was trying to explain. And some guy from the fucking pub started going, oh, he's fucking proud of you, mate. He's fucking well proud of you. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know him. You don't know my fucking dad. Like, Islam was probably like, bro, what the fuck do you know about this guy? Like, shut the fuck up. And then, as he was trying to speak, Ian Garry was literally going, no, champ, I'll take it from here. I'm like, no,
mate, that was cringe. That was cringe.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I feel like you might be giving him too much credit for the mind games. He might actually just be that type of dude, though.
I'm telling you, he is an actual cringe lord. Not Henry Cejudo, it's him.
That's what it's kind of weird for me, because I feel like people hate on him for the wrong things. Like, listen, Ian Garry has very hateable like aspects about him, but people pick like the wrong thing. Like that's my only gripe with it, because they'll be like, "Oh,
is Ian Garry a Karen?"
Probably.
Yes, for the stuff what he did with Neil Magny.
Neil Magny stuff. Neil Magny did not say that he beats his kids.
Yeah, no,
he didn't say that.
I hate Ian for that.
And then Ian Garry, the day after, he was going, "What he did?" He was like, bro, no, literally like a dad. He was saying he needs to sit with that mic and he needs to think about what he said and he needs to shut his fucking mouth. I'm not even going to let him answer a question. I was like,
bro, the way he flicked him off was so funny, because he's got his
yeah, it's the most zesty fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll be real.
Dude, it's just Ian. Bro, the day Ian becomes champion, if it ever happens, I feel like it's going to still somehow have no aura. Like, I don't know. I can't even like picture Ian in like the black and gold fit, bro. Like, Ian, honestly though, interesting character, dude. But honestly though, dude, UFC 3, is it 333? That one, bro.
Yeah.
That main card though, bro.
I want to talk about that, but we need to find room for next week's card because Loki, you know, that's a banger fight night, and it's got a sick main event between Fluffy and RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
you got that, and then you got Chanel Dyer's on there.
Yeah. Top 10
you've
most
got-
entertaining fighter in the UFC.
You've also got on there Mason Jones is on there. Taking on
Mason Jones back.
Marco Medeiros.
Oh, that's actually a good fight.
Spivak versus Vitor Petrino. Or Reina Dorita versus Delizzi, which kind of stinks. Anthony Wintz on there, who was on the Dana White Contender Series. Jamal Emmers versus Larian Douglas. Shamil Gaziev versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. I can never say his name properly. Yeah, man, that's like a really good fucking... That's a really, really good fight night, but...
It is, but...
Wait a minute.
Bro.
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken... Bro, wait. Carly Judice, she's low-key like...
She's on there, yeah.
Yeah, she's a variant, like the Fatima Klein archetype. Like, she's like that, too. Is that woman she's fighting? Isn't that the one who... No, that's not the one who beat Chanel Dyer. The one who beat Chanel Dyer fought before...
Bro, what? I can't lie. Jay, you're kind of ducking right now.
What am I ducking?
You're ducking, and I'll tell you why. He's trying to avoid it, boys. In the comments, you all know he's trying to avoid. Are we ready for the conversation? All right, Alfredo Marauder.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna need your
I'm
support.
ready.
I'm gonna
I know
need
what
your.
you're on about.
I'm gonna need your support on this one.
It's okay,
right?
Jay. It's okay.
Because
It's okay.
we're gonna need to really support Jay and help him through this one. All right, Jay. Evloev outboxed Lerone and beat him up.
Yeah.
All right. And now that's just my first point. That's all I wanted to say about Lerone. But Evloev did walk him down, he did piece him up, and Lerone did not win that fight. All right. Now Evloev's going to go in there and take on Alexander Volkanovski. Now, I have the shrine of Alexander Volkanovski up there on my wall. I'll say this. For some reason, I think Evloev's going to win. I think Evloev's going to edge Volk, dude. Like I do, bro.
I don't think it's a bad shout. He wins every close fight.
Listen, I want to say something first of all. I would rather you have called me the hard R than say that BS to me talking about, Evloev outboxed Lerone. No, he didn't. All right. Like, honestly, what you just said was so disrespectful. It was so asinine.
He outboxed him.
No,
he did
didn't.
outbox
No,
him.
no.
He did.
Saying he outboxed him is like saying like England's ever gonna bring it back home again. Like that's what it's like. Like, come on, bro.
Wait,
Like,
that's
he
no.
outboxed him.
That's fucking too far.
Is Jay soft launching his race play kink?
yo, what? Yo,
Right, Marauder, right? Right, all right. Alfredo, Marauder, I want to know your opinions.
No,
okay?
we not. No.
No rage bait.
No,
No
listen,
rage bait.
I'm
Am I
talking
right?
now.
No, listen.
I'm
No.
talking. No.
You can't stay impartial. So you fucking sit
No.
there and shut up. All
I
right?
can't stay impartial. I can't stay. I can't.
Marauder,
Mr.
Marauder.
His army's
Mr.
talking.
Dictator saying, I can't stay impartial. You're
Listen.
not Mauricio Rufy. Take that off your name. Take
Oi,
that
Ben,
off. You're not
we gotta
Mauricio
chill out,
Rufy.
man. He pays our bills, bro. He pays our bills.
Yo, I'm going to crack out the whip on you right now. You keep playing with me, bro. Like, I'm not going to take this, bro.
Yo, this nigga Jay, yo, check.
I think
Dude,
you're getting too comfortable.
This
You're
guy's
getting
got
too
king.
comfortable.
No. Don't try to
Dude,
play
this
it
guy's
off.
gonna
No,
turn me into
no.
a sex slave. Like, what is he doing to me, man?
No,
Bro.
it's not that. No, listen.
Never
No.
let me, dude. Don't let this guy keep me in a room alone with him.
No,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Listen, no, because you disrespected my people. You went too far. You crossed the line.
All right, Jay. All right, okay. Alfredo Marauder, did Lerone get outboxed by Movsar? Genuinely, am I right?
He did.
Lerone whooped. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, they making rumors of Lerone versus Vallejos. Lerone finna take that little nigga through there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Lerone finna take that little nigga through there.
That's
bruh.
possible.
Yes, I did say on the live, Lerone kind of does beat Vallejos right now. I think he has the right kind of style to do it.
And
But-
not even like it's gonna be easy too. He's gonna make him look easy work.
Vallejos doesn't have a lead, bro. Vallejos doesn't have a lead hand. I'll say that, and I can't lie. Laron's going to slip and rip. Like Laron's got a good head movement. He's evasive. So yeah, I think Laron could beat Vallejos too. But I've only watched the Evloev and Murphy fight once, right? And I kind of thought Evloev won. I wasn't sat here going, he got robbed. You know I wasn't. All right.
Yeah, no, why? Because you were
and
excited to see
happy.
my agony. You
I
got
was
off on the fact
happy.
that I was suffering. You enjoyed that.
It's fair. You're
No.
going to get to enjoy Ruffy getting bummed by Armin next month.
Oh yeah,
so.
nah. Listen, when Rufy fights Armand, bro, I'm gonna let you know right now. I might have an Armenian flag right behind me when that fight happens, bro. I'll have it right behind me. I'll get the entire Armenian community to rally behind me, and we're coming for you, bro. All right. But with that being said, listen, Evloev. Here's the thing: people have to understand how much you like a fighter does not dictate how good they are. Two different things. Evloev is, and we're talking about the best featherweights who've ever fought. He's in that top 8. He's one of the 8 best featherweights who's ever fought. Like, if we're talking skill for skill, he's one of the 8 best ever.
Good resume.
Like, listen, who decides to willingly have a grappling match with Aljamain Sterling and comes out on top like that? Like, willingly, like, basically makes a gentleman's agreement. I'm going to barely strike with you. We're just going to literally go band for band on the ground and let's just see what happens. Yeah. He did that.
And then who does that to Arnold Allen?
I'm gonna rewatch that fight because I think that was one of the top 5 most entertaining fights I've ever seen. So I'm gonna rewatch that later.
Bro,
but before you keep going, Jay, I can't lie. I don't know why, but this fight, my feelings are gonna change. Of course, fight week, I'm gonna be very excited. But as of now, this fight doesn't really move me. There's other fights on the card that move me much more. Like,
I agree.
Keep going. I'll tell you later, but yeah.
Yeah, the thing that's interesting to me is I feel like Volk has never seen someone like this. And what I mean by that is people are going to say maybe Islam or something like that. But Evloev, what he does super well is I think he's one of the few fighters who actually is super good at blending modes. And what I mean by that is, like, I'll use the extreme on the other side of the spectrum. So for those who watch basketball are going to get exactly what I'm saying here. Aaron Pico, right, is like the DeMar DeRozan of MMA, where if you describe DeMar DeRozan's skill set, he would sound like he's Michael Jordan. Elite mid-range shooter, excellent finishing, athletic, like can score on all 3 levels to some degree, great post work. That sounds like Michael Jordan, but he's not. Like, DeMar DeRozan has those qualities, but you can see it when you watch him. Aaron Pico, he has great wrestling, great boxing. Like, he's a great mixed martial artist, but he doesn't blend them together that well. Like, Aaron Pico's skill set, if you remove the name, it sounds like Ilya Taporia, but you know he's not Ilya. But with Evloev can change from wrestling to striking to clinch seamlessly. I don't think Volk has seen someone he's ever fought in his career be able to do that. And that's what's scary, because Volk is that type of dude as well, where he can blend them together, but Volk won't have the wrestling advantage here, I think. Because I think Evloev's chain wrestling is nothing to be slept on, and his striking, look, it's solid. I mean, dude, he did well against Arnold Allen on the feet.
Dropped him.
This is the first opponent Volk has fought in years the first opponent, the first new opponent, because it's Diego Lopez that he's fought twice since Ilya. This is the first new opponent Volk's fought since Ilya that actually knows how to cut off the cage. Because having rewatched both Lopez fights, when you actually deep how basically Volk beat Diego Lopez by basically saying, I just went the other way, mate. Like, he tried to cut me off that way, I just went that way. I'm like, all right, Volk did kind of school Lopez, but Evloev's going to get in Volk's face and he's going to cut him off and he's going to mix it up in there with him. So, but logically speaking, I personally think Volk should school Evloev.
I don't think he'll school him. I think if he beats him, it will be close.
It will be close, yeah. Mopsaw's got that dog in him.
No one schools Evloev. He's just too skilled to get schooled by someone.
He's too skilled and gritty.
On the feet, Volk, I will say, Volk is still... Evloev's going to get in his face, but Volk is much better than Evloev on the feet, I personally think.
I think Mopsaw's striking is super underrated.
It is.
I really
it is,
do.
It is. I do agree. And like I say, from a danger point of view, you could say someone like Lopez, if he catches you, is more dangerous. But, you know, unlike Lopez, Movsar knows how to cut off the cage. Like, I can't believe that that's such a big weakness in Lopez's game that he still probably hasn't figured out how to solve yet. But maybe he will one day. But, yeah, bro, Volk, I don't know, dude. I feel like Volk should jab Evloev up and circle and move. Basically do what Lerone did, but better, right? Essentially, is what I think.
If Lerone doesn't injure his hip, he wins that fight easily. But, you know, we won't get it.
I think that, I mean, when I look at his card, there's actually 3 fights that move me much more. So my main event is Allen versus Pico. That's like a must-see, like, Allen versus Pico, that's my main event of the card. Oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, shit.
You forgot.
That like we got Yan and Merab trilogy, and he said, "Nah." Well,
Nigga, this card is so. I forgot about.
We've got a trilogy where Merab dominated Yan, and then Yan dominated. Like we've never seen that before.
Okay. Niggas forgot. Let me hold on. Look.
Make it right.
First of all, you're a Yan fan, and Merab's gonna whoop that ass. So you can do all that smiling now, but when Merab go in there and not only beat him, but finish that nigga. it's gonna be niggas. Merab,
you said finish? Merab finish?
Oh yeah, this time.
Well, how does he finish him? How?
The same way he did O'Malley.
Oh, so he's gonna submit him.
Blimey! North-south choke on Yan.
It's not gonna be it's gonna be the way he did Marlon Moraes.
You know, okay. Can I do see what Marauder's saying. Here's the thing. So I know this has nothing to do with MMA, but this makes sense. Merab is in a very interesting mental state. He went out there and wrestled Henry Cejudo in his game and beat him. Like that's something we can't scoff at. Like no. Listen. Merab's not a wrestler. Merab beat a gold medalist in his own sport. Like that's nothing to scoff at.
I don't care.
In the second Merab and Yan fight, Yan got the better of Merab in the grappling.
But
let's be real.
40,
but that time round.
48,
no, listen, Marauder, right?
50-45.
No,
50-45. Had him screaming.
Alfredo.
Wait, do the scream. Do the scream, Ben J. Do the scream.
Go on.
I can't because my girlfriend's sleeping next door. No, listen. Marauder's right. Okay. Well, listen, for this one, right?
You are.
When I speak about Ruffy, no one takes me seriously. When Jay speaks about Lerone, no one takes him seriously. When Alfredo speaks about Yan, don't listen to him. Okay.
I was right.
Here's the thing.
Fuck off.
Here's the thing with this fight, right? Marauder made a good point last time, which is that people call Marauder crazy for saying that Merab's going to come back and beat Yan in this third fight. But if you said Yan was going to come back and beat Merab in the second fight, you would have sounded crazy then because Merab 50-45'd him in the first fight. That's true. But, so Merab can beat Yan, in my opinion. But I'll say this. What Merab does is extremely efficient and it's extremely elite. But he's not adaptable, in my opinion. And if you're going to fight Yan, not once, not twice, but 3 times, I think he's probably going to have you figured out fully by the third time.
Yeah, do you want me can I just interject, please?
No. When Alfredo was doing all that, day 1, day 5, day 10, niggas was laughing at him. Niggas say, nigga, y'all not win that fight. and now that I'm trying to say, yo, Merab gonna win that fight.
But, hey, we're missing key parts here. We're missing key parts. Ben just said it then. He relayed your stupid, silly point. Oh, well, they were laughing at him. Yeah, because guess what? Context, you fucking idiots. Context is important. How much time has it been since Yan lost to Merab and came back? How many more fights did he have from that point? He had another 3 fights. He had plenty of time, and he was able to adapt and actually see how good Merab truly was. When Merab met Yan for the first time, there was this big thing, kind of like DDP in the middleweight division. Merab's not really that good. He just went life and death with a washed Marlon Moraes. He's not that good going into it. Now everyone respects and appreciates Merab as like bantamweight goat sort of thing, and you know what I mean. Like he's good. Everyone knows that now.
God. Dude,
everyone knows that now.
Jan made this fucking grown ass man scream.
No, exactly. And Merab hasn't had the time that Jan was able to have.
Dude, even though Marauder's right and that fight was closer than people made out, dude, Jan had him screaming in there. Like
no, he wasn't close. He was competitive each round, but it wasn't he was a 50-45.
Cruz performance.
But then,
what?
Bro, then again, I can't lie. Remember after the first Merab and Jan fight, when after the fight, Merab went to hug Jan and Jan fucking...
No, everyone's actually miscued that, and it's always pissed me off because that's wrong. That's wrong. The guy interviewing, who was like the commentator who goes into interview, went up to Jan, and Jan was like... went to like do the hand, like signal not to shake his hand, but because of the angle, it looks like fucking Merab made him flinch. It's always bugged me. It's not true. It's just not true. Yeah,
here's the thing.
But like,
I don't like that argument, so I'm going to choose to ignore it and say that Jan flinched.
No, I'm not going to be deluded like Ben is with Ruffy and Armin. I'm going to give you my actual opinion. This fight is going to be a close fight. This is going to be a very close fight. It could go. I've said it for a long time. It's going to be a close fight. That could go either way. And then people are always going to say that was a robbery for this person or whatever. It's going to be a close fight. This is going to be a great trilogy. I'm shitting it as a Jan fan, but I do still think he's going to win because I think he just gets Merab's style now. And I don't think Merab can do too much different personally. And I am a bit curious because Jan's coming off a back surgery, which is quite fucking scary in all fairness. If he's coming off a back surgery straight into a Merab fight. But then again, Merab's nose is still fucked.
Yeah.
Are we going to say that?
You know what I mean?
Are we saying that maybe Merab's going to blow Jan's back out?
Yo, I actually thought we froze for a second. I almost thought like, dude, no one moved, bro.
Dude, Loki.
No one moved. No one moved.
That was all four of us just went to war mentally to see who brave first.
All just like agreed, like let's just freeze.
Bro, that was the creep.
If we stopped talking for 10 minutes, do you think viewers would have waited the whole 10 minutes?
They probably would have. They would have commented, "Hey, bro, there's something wrong with the episode. Why did you guys just freeze for like 10 minutes, dude?"
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh my gosh! But I will say, in the one thing Merab could do in the trilogy that I feel like he abandoned in the second fight was the leg kicks, especially those calf kicks. Like he was landing those a decent amount in the first fight. Shout out to Megamind Martial Arts. He pointed that out. That's who I got that from, by the way. The other thing too is trilogies are so interesting, especially when both. I can't remember a time when there was a trilogy where. Was Velasquez Dos Santos like that?
I don't think it's ever happened.
Yeah,
Moreno and Figgy.
Because JDS kind of, people say fluke.
No.
JDS got like a thingy.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be Moreno Figgy because the first fight between Moreno Figgy was competitive. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Where the first two fights are so drastically different in terms of how it played out. Man, I don't know. Because with Merab, I mean, I know I've been guilty of saying, you know, he had the 4 fights in a year, which I do think matters somewhat.
That does play a part. It
plays a part a little bit, but I don't know if it's like the end all be all. Like, just say that's the only loss.
Merab's 35. Like, he's 35.
How old is
let me have a look at Jan.
He's like 2 years younger.
Yeah, I feel like Jan and Merab are like in what?
Jan's only 33, Merab's 35.
Wait,
I don't know.
Look, Merab's he's in his prime. Nigga just beat Henry Cejudo. Nigga grabbed him up with physicality.
Bro, that was like I can't lie. That was a comeback victory against Wizard Henry.
Oh wait, all I'm gonna say is the machine. Go on.
I'm scared because they're rematching, and I think Merab's gonna lose them in the rematch, and that's gonna be bad looks for his the Jan match.
Dude, I know
even more. Jan's gonna be a fucking minus 400, and I'm gonna be rich. So,
I was gonna say, is there not an argument that the machine is slowing down because before the Jan fight, it was a close. People thought it was a close fight against Sandhagen, and Sandhagen just kind of missed a bitch at the moment. So, you know, it's just kind of.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: Merab's been replaced.
Oh, go on.
Mario Batista's replaced Merab.
Yeah. it's a truth. Man.
Here's the thing: if I'll tell you the truth. If Mario Batista fought Merab, it would literally be a passing of the torch.
No.
Well, let's see how he looks in the trilogy before we start saying that. I reckon.
No, because bro, listen, bro, because we just saw him fight Umar, dude. Like,
Bro, how is
but
it?
Wait, hold on. No, this is not true because actually, bro, Jan was getting washed allegations even after he beat Yadon.
Yeah.
So like,
I
That's
was
true,
saying
that's true,
it.
that's
I
true, that's
said
true,
that.
that's
I
true.
did say that.
Yeah, no,
I don't
bro,
think-
he was getting like,
But in all fairness, he was injured in that fight.
dude,
no, it
oh
doesn't
come
even matter,
on.
bro. Strickland was getting washed allegations after DDP 2.
That's
they gave
true,
Pereira
that's
washed
true.
allegations after Magomed 1. Like they
I can't
they give
lie.
every fighter washed allegations.
True.
I can't lie, Alfredo, Jan fans. There's always something wrong with Jan when he has a close fight.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something.
It's valid.
It's like you know that woman off when she's like always watching Mike Wazowski, always watching. Like, dude, that's kind of how I feel with Jan fans. They'll be like the broken hand, the back, the ankle, the fucking
I will
No,
say,
it's valid though.
the fucking sunburn from the beach. You know what I mean?
dude, the conversation about Yam we're getting real scary after the Marcus McGee fight. They were saying it's so over for Yan after the Marcus McGee fight. They said,
These
yeah.
are stupid MMA fans though, so I don't really listen to those.
I really rate Marcus McGee though, me personally, but
That was just such a risky fight for Jan to take. He didn't need to take that fight.
Yeah, Merab was just like, I'm not
After ending the bantamweight streak of Figgy, a former
bro,
champion.
how is it? I can't lie. Someone as skilled as Jan, because Jan is so fucking good. He's never defended the belt successfully. How?
Well, he's about to, so don't worry.
Because he's not.
Because he's about
He's
to.
not that
So it's
negative.
all
Like
good.
Marauder, I don't know if you agree. Jan is clearly fucking unbelievable. Like sometimes when I watch Piotr Jan, he'll do shit where I'm like, wow, this guy's fucking
I'm gonna explain
unbelievable.
Jan. I'm gonna explain Jan. Jan is like a mukbang basically. So like okay, food's good, bro. Food tastes good. Like niggas eat noodles, nigga shit yummy. But when niggas got the whole platter full of noodles and it's now niggas want to watch. Niggas not okay. We're not gonna watch someone just eat one bowl of noodles. But if they have it all laid out, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. So with Jan, he's a regular nigga, but he just does it aesthetically pleasing and he has everything. In reality, 0 title defenses, green, not very dominant. I'll say like no.
You just called the most fundamental fighter ever green, bro.
Jan is green.
No, because he's not dominant though, bro. He's not dominant.
No,
He's not dominant.
He's
Like,
not
that's
dominant.
his
No,
main
no,
issue.
he's only
His
just
main issue is that
dominated
he's not
fucking
dominant.
Merab.
Dude,
Alfredo, he didn't
is that his
dominate.
only dominant performance in his career?
Corey Sandhagen.
Oh, you just named. Okay, first of all, Sandhagen's an internet nigga, so he's
Don't matter. We
not-
just said
like,
everyone agrees that Sandhagen just had it competitive against Merab, and misses a Sandhagen what's not as good as the one that
agrees-
fought
bro,
Jan.
Whoever is agreeing with that is the Corey Sandhagen
saying.
believers, my nigga.
Just saying.
Like the
that, just
Sandhagen
saying.
Jan fan base, niggas need to just get choked up. Superman punch, bruh.
Well, hang on. Who's
Jeez.
Merab dominated?
Everybody.
Jan,
what?
Jan,
50,
yeah,
45?
and Jan dominated him 50-45. So well done.
And then Merab also.
but who else?
quote,
Who else?
unquote- You want me to name all of them?
Yes,
O'Malley.
please.
He finishes niggas. O'Malley.
That was
He
close on
has
the
a finish-
scorecards. Wrong.
No, O'Malley. He finished O'Malley.
love-
Did he not? Look at this nigga straight
No,
face on the
no,
bottom
the
of my
second one,
screen.
yeah,
He's
no,
trying
the
to act
second
like
fight,
he didn't
yeah.
finish him.
The second fight, yeah, the second. I was thinking of the first fight. Second fight, yeah, that's why I said
guess what?
scorecards.
Sean O'Malley beat the shit out of Jan. Beat shit down his leg.
No.
Made that nigga bleed up. He did.
No, that's wrong.
No?
I'm
He didn't
not
Jan
bleed?
won.
saying.
Jan won.
No, yeah. I did score the fight for Jan, but I'm also
There
not
we
Saudi
go. So,
Amato.
He turned Jan
Like,
into a
Alfredo's
wrestler.
trying to beat Saudi Amato.
Bro,
hey, the only thing I can
can't
say
lie.
right now for everyone trying to jump on me, Jan's the champion right now, and he's still going to be the champion after he beats Merab in the trilogy.
No,
So,
he's a cursed fighter. He's not a guy that can ever get a title defense. He's
O'Malley's
cursed.
not champion.
All
O'Malley's not champion. Merab's not champion, and neither of them are going to be going into next year. So,
bro, I'm gonna offer you all a bit of a detour truth note right now, right?
go ahead.
Because I wanted to mention this on last week's podcast, but we ended up doing the bedtime episode, and then we didn't talk about Sourkill. Now, listen. You might be like, where is this going? Look me in the eyes, viewer. Look me in the eyes. Salkeld would drag Max Holloway around the octagon and break his face.
He could.
Fuck him up, take his soul, and retire Max Holloway forever.
No.
Yes, he would.
He could. Stylistically, he could.
Yes, he would. And dude,
No,
I was like, I can't miss out on this opportunity to mention this to Jay because Salkeld would grab Max Holloway.
Salkeld is that guy.
No, guys.
Dude,
no.
Salkeld is that guy.
No,
Dude,
no.
Max Holloway's going to be begging Sal. He's literally going to be on his back going, Salkeld, stop, man. Stop, brother. Get off me, brother.
Oh, I hate Gamrot because Gamrot is now given. Oh my gosh, no, it's not true.
Do you not rate Salkeld?
Nigga, deep in like, nigga, you picked him.
No, listen.
You picked him.
No, listen, no, listen.
He's saying, I hate when people overrate Gamrot. You was like, I guarantee
No,
Gamrot's
I
gonna
didn't say I hate when people overrate Gamrot. I was saying like, I hate what Gamrot just did, bro, because now people are talking about Salkeld in a way that's not true.
Salkeld's elite. Salkeld's an elite contender.
I'm gonna be honest.
He is.
He's not. He's not, bro. He's not. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen. Hold on. Let me make something very clear.
The eye test shows that he is.
I've been right about Salkeld more than anybody else, and I'm gonna explain why. I've been more right about him than anyone else. I said from day one, this guy is a good grappler. Have I not said that so many times? He's a good grappler. He's not a striker. He's a grappler. I've said that, right?
That. Yeah, you said that.
I said, yes, he could show some things in Gamrot. Now, I thought Gamrot was going to... Now, here's the thing. Gamrot's clearly washed. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Gamrot's washed.
No,
What?
Yes.
It's fair. No, he's not as good as he used to be.
Yes.
But yeah.
Bro, Guram took that nigga through there in his prime. Right?
That was not prime Gamrot. Prime Gamrot was like when he fought Armand. That like, it's not the same.
Come on. Let's be real. Gamrot's not elite, and he never has been. But the thing is, Jay, right? Just tell me, right, with a straight face, Salkeld wouldn't run up to Max Holloway, grab hold of him, and throw him on his back immediately.
Because that's not what he does. He doesn't do that. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, Salkeld is starting to get into this weird territory where I think he's good. I think Salkeld is very good. I really do think so. I've spoken highly of him. But now we got to knock him down a peg a bit. We got to knock him down
Holloway,
a peg.
no, but he would dominate Max Holloway.
Yeah, he
Max
beats
Holloway
that kick stream. He beats the kick stream.
Max Holloway
that's all
gets
I'm
out
say.
grappled by Charles Oliveira, and now he loses to anybody with any takedown threat. And I'm sick of
Mauricio Ruffy gets out grappled by BSD
because
and he loses
you
to
know
anybody
why?
else
You
with
want to know
decent
why though?
grappling.
Because BSD sucks. It's not
No,
the
but
same.
here's the thing. BSD would give Salkeld a good fight, but Max Holloway wouldn't.
No, you got to let's make something very clear. Here's why Max would not get out grappled like that by Salkeld. You have to understand something.
Okay, go on.
Charles Oliveira's wrestling. Now, Salkeld does good wrestling. He does. He's got good wrestling. Like, no doubt about it. And Salkeld, look, he has elite grappling. I'm not even denying this. But the problem I have with Salkeld is Gamrot gave him no looks on the feet. No looks at all. Like, Gamrot went out there and kind of just like, nothing was here, bro. Like, Gamrot was giving more looks to Dan Hooker. Like, Dan Hooker actually had to grind it out on the feet with Gamrot. Gamrot was giving looks on the feet to Jalen Turner.
Yeah, because Gamrot didn't have enough time because he did the stanky like after the first check Luke landed.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He didn't. But notice that Gamrot didn't show anything on the feet. Like he
didn't have time.
No, it's not about not having no time. It's like there was no threat.
He fought for aura, and so will Jerome Holloway.
No, here's the thing. Listen, Max. Bro, if you don't think Max is going to fix those things going into a Salkeld fight, you know what? Make this fight. Because you know what? Make this fight. I want to see Max versus Salkeld because I need y'all to be reminded what Max can do. Listen, Max Holloway had Charles in his back for 23 minutes and didn't get submitted once. It was never even close to getting submitted. Like, that's impressive, bro. No, real talk. That's impressive.
Yeah, but on a real though, Salkeld just made light work of Gamrot compared to fucking Charles.
You know why? You know what's going to happen though with Salkeld, right? Compared to Max.
He's gonna back up in a straight line. He's gonna get beat up by Max.
No,
your Neil was
no. Why would Salkeld back up against Max when Max has no pop?
Oh, Max don't got no pop. Let's find out. They getting dropped by.
In fact,
Beneil.
Salkeld hits harder than Max.
Yeah, and he was getting dropped by Beneil Dariush. Let's see what happens. Go ahead.
Beneil Dariush could drop. Beneil Dariush right now, if he landed a clean left overhand on Max, he would sleep him.
We just saying it, bro. Hendrick, bro, you're not. Listen, Hendrick's not gonna give you a free thumbnail because you said that, bro. All right? He ain't gonna give
No. Listen. He wouldn't sleep him, but Max would do this. Like Max would wobble. Big
When
time.
does Max do that, bro?
I mean, he did against Charles, Loki.
Charles
listen,
has pop.
let me tell you something, Jay.
Yeah, so does Sal killed.
Let me remind you of something. Max Holloway said, if you're losing, if you're getting dominated, you can't do the point down. Then he did the point down. Charles said, let's go, and rocked him
And
straight
Charles
away.
bitched him.
Here's the thing, you gotta
rocked
understand,
him,
Mr.
bitched him.
Dictator, you should know when you make the game, you make the rules. So he changed the rules. And it's okay. Listen, we thought that you had the handshake agreement of a BMF fight. We thought it was gonna be a BMF level fight, and it wasn't, you know. Okay, I'm trolling. Obviously, I don't believe in that. But the thing is though, Max, I don't see how Max just gets ragged on by Sal kill because there's no threat. The Gamrot showed him nothing, bro. No hands, no kicks, no nothing. Max is gonna take the center and he's gonna have not Gamrot, Quillen Sal killed, backing up in a straight line doing this, and Sal is gonna get drowned. Sal kill.
No, Jay, you gotta stop looking at it as a skill thing. This nigga Holloway said on stream, I'm not fighting until 2027. I'm looking for the McGregor fight. I want money. Nigga's not coming here to win no more. Nigga want money. Now, if Salkid and Holloway were ever to get booked, that means they forced it down that nigga throat.
Yeah.
Yo, we have to build a prospect. Accept that fight. Nigga accepted it out of agony. He didn't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
Now
Holloway
get in here with Salkid.
Yeah.
Holloway's belly's full, bro. He's not starving. Oh, I need it. His belly's full. He's kick streaming. You know, he's content. Sal killed. He wants it all, Jay. Okay, and he's going to take it all. Okay.
Salkild's going to drag a lot of these lightweights through hell because I'll tell you this: before the Gamrot fight, I did pick Salkild to win, but in a much closer fight. Now, I was saying that I don't know if Salkild's even better than Tom Nolan. Like I was saying that, like I don't know, and I still think
Tom Nolan's good.
Actually,
Tom Nolan's good.
I still think Tom Nolan's decent. But
I do want to say one thing. I do want this to be clear. I do give him credit for submitting Gamrot. Like, I know I said Gamrot to climb, but no, like that's it's still impressive to go out there and submit Gamrot. That is obviously impressive.
If you say so, buddy. If you say so.
But here's the thing, though. You know what I just thought about who he should fight actually? Because now I did say this guy who I'm about to mention should have fought someone else, but I know the UFC won't do it. Let's do Quillen versus Usman and Nurmagomedov.
I've gone.
I'm not gonna lie. Usman and Nurmagomedov, I think is gonna receive. Do you think it'll be the biggest fraud check of all time?
Mate, Sal Code is literally gonna come in. Good eye, mate. Get him like Darth Vader and just fucking choke
my thing with Usman is, I think Usman could win some fights at lightweight. Like, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, if they did Usman versus Paddy right now, I'd be like, ooh, I think Usman could win that. But I think Salkill would drag him through hell. I think Salkill would fuck him up.
Even Armand said at the press conference, he said when he mentioned about Usman Nurmagomedov welcome him, bro, Usman Nurmagomedov isn't a UFC fighter. Like and I would say if he was coming from Ryzen or other these, I'll be like, okay, you know, maybe we can think about it. PFL is a D-level organization. We have niggas, bro. The nigga that Armand took through there with the curly hair, he was champion. We got Impa Kasanagi.
Hey, whoa, no, Impa said
no, hold on. I'm gonna say it like this. No. Because look, in a UFC, regular nigga. PFL, he always in title competition.
He improved. He got better. He improved. He got better.
I don't give a fuck how much he got better. I'm gonna say it like this: Usman Nurmagomedov, he beat Paul Hughes. I mean, no. What? He fought a nigga named Alfie Davis. He fought Alfredo's little brother. I'm not taking this nigga serious, bro. Like, honestly, like, it's not like.
I will say though, the last fella that he fought, I forgot his name. He's actually all right though. The last guy Usman Nurmagomedov beat, head kick KO'd him. He's actually all right.
He's okay, but his only win is Mano Mitu. So like that other guy.
But like I do think Usman looks like visually on the eye test. Usman looks decent, but I think like some people laughed at me for saying that Gaethje would fucking beat the fuck out of Usman Nurmagomedov. People were laughing at me, dude. laughing at me. Yes, Marauder, laughing at me. Like calling me a casual. Gaethje, I can't even begin to describe the levels of brutalization Gaethje would bestow on Usman.
No.
What?
No, no, he wouldn't. No. Usman has a good chance of beating Gaethje. He does.
I think he has a chance, but
no, good chance. Good chance. No. See, look, listen. It's because he's a Bellator PFL fighter. Usman Nurmagomedov has a path to victory against every single lightweight in the division.
But Paul Hughes has that dog in him, and he made it a fucking like a fucking war.
Paul Hughes is good. Paul Hughes is
but
good.
not that good.
But Justin
He's not that
Gaethje can
good.
also. Justin Gaethje's the goat at bringing out wars out to people.
Oh, who says it's gonna be a war though? Like, why do you think Usman ain't gonna go out there and wrestle?
Gaethje can wrestle with Usman.
Can he really? Can he?
I think
Gaethje's
so.
a great wrestler.
Can he actually though wrestle with Usman? Can he really?
If he can stuff out Habib, even if it's momentarily, he can stuff out Usman.
Hey, when Usman is showing them head kicks and then goes low, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
when Usman takes a clean fucking jab to his stupid fucking face, well then let's see what happens.
Usman's being,
Why is his face stupid?
Listen, I feel like everyone's sleeping on Usman because he's, the fourth in the little quadruple. I don't know what you would call it, but out of
He's the irrelevant one. He's the irrelevant one.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, Usman is coming. He's coming, bro. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Brian Ortega and Renato Moicano are shitting themselves right now, bro.
Oh,
no.
that dude. Speak of the rematch. Rematch of the century, bro. Brian Ortega and Renato Moicano.
Are we seriously going to talk about Moicano?
Bro.
We're not talking about. We're not talking about
Hey,
that shit.
No, Moicano take Usman Nurmagomedov through there, nigga. He take him through there. Hey, I said it. Look, and niggas not even rage video. That was our first ever clip on this podcast.
It was.
Yeah, he would say, I went, who would win between, was it Terence McKinney and Usman Nurmagomedov? And Marauder went 50-50
No, it was Moicano
No.
and Usman. No,
Was it Moicano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was the first ever clip. And I said
Moicano,
50-50.
dude. No, Marauder's right. Moicano would jab up Usman.
Bro, no.
Moicano when he gets his jabs going.
No,
Hey,
I'm
Jay,
saying
Jay, are we gonna act like we didn't watch film and we seen that nigga Islam on the back foot? Like he had that nigga Islam, his older brother on the back foot.
Listen, is that the
You know what he said? He said he fought Alfredo's little brother, Alfie Davis.
You know what? I'll go out on a limb and say this. Usman might be the best out of the four, bro. I'll say it. I'll say it, bro. Freaking say it. He might be the best out of the four. I'll say it.
You're wrong.
He might be.
Yes. Hey, I can't wait. You know, have you guys? I'd imagine the viewers have seen this. Have seen the video of Zombie Man J's compilation. It's got like 40k likes of him getting all the fight. That's just got added to the second compilation.
Look,
That's all I'm gonna say.
I could see a world where Usman gets in those GOAT conversations. I could absolutely see it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Usman can't get in the GOAT conversations because he's a PED cheat. First of all, so he can't literally.
That's
can't get
true.
In the
He is a little juicer.
Jay, don't do the dictator gimmick.
What? Islam didn't Islam and Usman pop for the same thing though?
No.
Did they not? Hold up. Google
Nope.
fact check. Hold up, Jamie, check that. Jamie, check that. Hold on. Jamie, I'm gonna check that. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure they
What
didn't.
is Alexis called? What is that?
Usman
What is
served
that
a
game?
suspension, I believe.
I didn't. Hold up. What did Usman Nurmagomedov test pass positive for? The exact name of the substance was it was an unspecified prohibited substance found in a prescription medication given to him for a doctor for an illness. And if I'm not mistaken, was that not the same story Islam had where he had medication?
Google
No.
check it.
No, that was heart medication.
I'm
That's
saying, did he
different.
not get heart medication too? It's literally, I'm sure he.
Wait, is something suspicious going on in that camp?
Yeah, not because why did O'Malley and his teammate pop for the same thing too?
Oh,
you talking
bro,
about
they were coming for bedtime in the last video's comments for that. They were coming
Why,
for
why,
bedtime.
what did he say?
Because
What did he
bedtime
say?
said that Sean clearly popped for a tainted supplement, and people in the comments were like, "Yeah, but someone else in his camp also popped for the same thing," and that essentially
Yes,
like,
Usman popped for medication, not an anabolic.
nah, he
steroid.
was on PEDs. He can't be in the GOAT conversation.
No, I'm
sorry,
saying,
buddy.
like, if you're gonna say about Usman, you gotta say about Islam too, because Islam popped for medication, and then
dictator gimmick.
I'm just saying. But here's my thing: Usman, he's got good kicks. He might be the best striker of the. Well, I don't know if he's a better striker than Islam, but
He's not even a better striker than Umar. Slow down.
You say Umar's a good striker.
yeah, no. I mean, he's up there with Umar and Islam.
He's not even a better striker than Habib. Slow down.
Okay, whatever.
Jay,
no.
wait, Jay, hold on. I'm gonna say like Jay. So Habib can outstrike McGregor, Poirier,
Barboza.
and it's crazy to say that he's not a better striker than him.
Bro, did you see that sequence that Usman in his last fight? Could Habib ever do that?
I'm not gonna lie.
Habib would do that to that nigga. What was his name?
I'm not gonna lie.
Habib can't even land a head kick. Can Habib throw a
Jay,
question
what's
mark
his
kick?
name? Jay, what's the nigga's name he knocked out then? Oh, look at this.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's the nigga name?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, hold on.
Usman Nurmagomedov, he would lose to BJ Penn Prime.
See, this is where y'all take it too far, bro.
That's not crazy.
Y'all just hate on Usman, bro.
Wait,
It's a trend.
Diego Lopez comes up and beats the fuck
No,
out
he
of
doesn't.
Usman.
No, he doesn't.
He beats the fuck.
Book that fight then. Book that fight then, nigga. Book it then. nigga.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Listen,
book it, nigga.
All right, I will stand on this. Usman will be UFC champion before it's all said and done. I guarantee it. I will stamp it right now. Usman Nurmagomedov will be a UFC champion. I don't care. Laugh right now. When we run this back, Usman will be a UFC champion when it's all
you
said
could
and
have
done.
you could have Ilya Taporia 4th round, the state that he was in the 4th round against
Stop
Justin
it.
Gaethje,
Stop
and throw in,
it.
you could throw in a
Why
fresh
are we
Usman,
acting
and he
like-
would still
Why
get
are we acting like
slapped.
Stop
Usman
it.
Nurmagomedov is not a prime Anthony Pettis victim? Like, why are we not? Why are we acting? Like
Oh,
that's not the
stop it.
case?
Stop, man.
Wait,
y'all-
don't sleep on prime Anthony Pettis. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stop
nigga,
it.
Jay, Benson Henderson beat shit down his leg, nigga.
No,
Benson Henderson would
already beat
shit
up
down
Ben.
niggas'
He already
legs.
beat up Bendo. He already beat up
No,
Bendo.
I'm talking about Prime.
No, that was
Same thing
withered. That was
happens.
withered Hendo.
Same
That
thing
was withered
happened.
Hendo.
Same
Wait,
thing happens.
midget boy Frankie Edgar would beat the piss out of a prime Usman Nurmagomedov
Listen,
as well. just
when
saying.
Usman becomes champion, keep that same energy.
I don't even think Usman Nurmagomedov beats Edgar Shirez right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jay, if you think he's gonna, Jay, if you think he's gonna become champion, open up them dick ass prediction markets and put he's gonna be champion this year, nigga, or whatever.
What
whatever
can't be
year
this
he's
year?
doing.
I'll say this: within like 2 to 3 years, he'll be champion. Within the next 2
Okay,
to 3
put
years,
it in then and send me a screenshot.
we'll
Alright.
see. We'll see.
Put it in
Bro,
for
he would go.
2029, nigga.
Bro, he would go life and death with a current Dan Hooker. He
Jay
would.
can't speak. Jay can't speak.
He would. He
Hey,
would.
look,
He
I'll
would.
speak for Jay. I think I know what's going in his mind. Actually, I can't. You know, I don't even know.
I ain't gonna
And
lie.
Parnas
I'm
would
not
chew him
gonna lie.
apart.
Like
Parnas
BSD,
would not. No, he wouldn't. No, he
dude. Not gonna lie.
wouldn't.
Like Mr. Special Forces, French dog. He's marching Usman down. He's feeding him
All right, go ahead.
baguettes.
You know what? Actually, no. Bump that. Usman versus Rufi. Then let's really see. Let's see something right now.
No,
Usman-
no, fuck that. Why don't we actually just book Usman versus BSD and let's see what happens?
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah, BSD's
Bro.
fodder now, so
He's gonna
BSD.
he's gonna pass with flying colors, okay? Like, he's gonna pass. Like, dude, listen, Usman has an argument for being the best lightweight in the world, but everyone's gonna scoff at it. 'Cause
No, he doesn't.
yes, he does.
he
He's got an
No,
argument.
even if he could beat the rest, he could not beat Arman and he could not beat Ilya.
He could absolutely beat Arman and Ilya. He absolutely could.
oh.
Yes, he could.
Armand would do WWE moves, nigga. Have him like this. Had a nigga like this, nigga.
Hey,
Arman had
look, no-
Arman had spread his cheeks.
No, listen, the
in the
two
octagon.
best lightweights in the world right now are Arman and Usman Nurmagomedov.
End this bitch, bruh. Niggas like
Yeah, no,
that.
that's it. Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Snap.
we'll be live.
Hey,
We'll be
wait,
live
real-
this week.
wait.
We'll be live this weekend. For
Wait,
the
hold
card.
up, real quick. RoboCop or Fluffy? Who y'all got?
RoboCop first round.
Yeah, RoboCop kills
RoboCop.
that boy.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna have fun Discord and just watch. Yeah, I don't know if
We
it's gonna
try to
Yeah.
have fun. We just having fun.
Hey, we just trying to have fun, nigga. We just playing.
Okay, wait, hold on. Can I renege on my Usman top 2 lightweight take? Let me renege on that real quick.
All
I
right,
will-
redeem yourself. Redeem
All right.
yourself.
What does renege mean?
Like take it back. Renege. Okay.
Okay.
Let me renege real quick. Okay. I'm not saying he's a top 2 lightweight right now. I don't know about that yet, but he will be champion. I will guarantee that. He will be a UFC lightweight.
What I'm struggling to understand here is why you didn't just say let me take it back.
Yeah.
You don't know. Y'all don't know what the term renege means. Y'all never.
I just assumed it was like
renegotiate short.
The thing is, the certain terms,
online, like
the certain
going
terms,
through, like the words, because I make like the psychology content. I'm gonna like start making more of that, and I be having to find like these big words. Niggas ain't never seen renege.
Yeah, like, because for example, like if you have someone who takes something back, you call them a reneger. Like, I'm not. That's actually the word. That's the word.
Jay, you can't say that.
Yes,
oh right,
that's the
okay.
Jay,
Andy, man, you can't be saying that.
I'm
You can't
not
say
being
that.
gaslit. Look, type in the
Hey.
word renege. That's a real word.
Bro, you know what we didn't talk about from this weekend?
What?
Marauder's boy, Mamboul. He lost.
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
Oh,
Mamboul.
Mamboul did lose.
Mamboul.
He looks so bad. Oh
I
my
told you
god.
Manbull was weak shit.
Jay would say, Jay, did you say you're gonna take his black card?
Yeah,
during
I
the
did say
fight?
that. I did say that. That was a real
But, hey,
quote.
I'll say this: Jay's prediction, the video he made on Chonka when he said Jalen Turner would take him through there, beat him. He's absolutely right. Jalen Turner would knock out Chonko in 10 seconds. So
Jalen,
Jay, I
I
think he might have
can't
to
lie.
make another video.
Jalen's scary.
Jalen
Turner would wipe the floor with Usman Nurmagomedov.
That would actually be a tough fight for Usman. I can't lie. That would be a tough
Genuinely,
Bro, I'm
Gamrot
not
struggled
gonna
getting
lie.
down.
Now Usman has Jalen has no problem with hurting people. He's a different guy. You feel it. You know, Jalen Turner's walking around with different energy at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
He's that issue.
I don't know if I don't think he's gonna go too high up in the rankings, but like I think he can go a bit further.
I don't
you
know.
what
I
mean?
think if he actually has got his shit together, he's a fucking nightmare, man.
Dude, you know who should fight? What's his face?
BSD.
Musayev?
BSD.
That's too big of a jump in comp.
Yeah,
You think?
Tawfiq Musayev versus
Yeah, he's
Jalen
not even
Turner would be
ranked.
Fun, but now Tawfiq Musayev
What is
deserves
Jalen Turner
ranked.
not ranked?
No, he
No.
just came back. He just beat
Oh,
Edson Barboza and Cal Fernandez, bro.
Give Tawfiq like Tom Nolan. Let's see Tom Nolan and Tawfiq.
Nah, give him Chris
Oh.
Duncan. Give him Chris Duncan.
Oh, actually, speaking
Or
of,
Jalen Turner and Chris Duncan.
bro,
Yeah.
speaking of, actually, I do want to give a shout out to this guy because I think he is a legend, bro. Edson Barboza.
Yeah. Big ups
Served
to,
his time,
to
brother.
Big Barboza, man. Big ups to Barboza.
I can't lie, Barboza's probably top 5 knockout artists in UFC history. That guy was
No, he's not.
he's a knockout artist.
He's a look.
He was a knockout
No.
artist, dude.
No, he's not.
Dude.
He's cool though. He's cool.
His
Marauder,
knockout
just
over
fucking-
Beneil
Marauder,
Dariush
just
is one
stop
of the
being
most
so fucking
gorgeous
mean. He's
knockouts I've ever
retired.
seen in my life.
Look,
Stop.
of course the Roofie fan likes Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza retired. Yo, thank you for your career, bro. Thank
Dude,
you, though.
don't fucking do a side. No.
No, we're not letting
Don't
you
do
disrespect
a psychology
him.
fucking deep dive on me. Doing the whole fucking now he's gonna make a whole subsection of like the Edson Barboza fan mindset, and it's like they like guys like
Yeah.
Ruffy. They like guys. Don't fucking do that.
I know,
what you're
I know
doing.
exactly where he's going with this because he's told me about his Barboza so many times. I know where he's gonna go.
Go
with it.
on, go on.
And
Let me
he's
hear it.
gonna say this while he was just big upping him for Habib, by the way. So just go ahead and say what you.
Go on.
Like, they're always Marauder switches up. He just goes back. I make a take now. Can't wait till he switch up in 3 weeks or 3 months. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. Edson Barboza, thank you for your career, bro. I have fun watching you. That's that. That's all I have to say. I had fun.
Oh, he's a good lad. He's a good lad.
Yeah,
He's a
and
good lad.
while he was crying in the octagon, us ignorant fucks, we were too busy laughing on the stream, making jokes and not even listening.
Wait for real,
So-
Maureen?
No,
Wait,
well, I don't even think Jay hadn't joined. Marauder wasn't there, so Marauder.
No, I was there for when Barboza fought Ribovic. I
Bro,
was there.
we were just fucking laughing and joking while this guy's pouring his heart out to the
Yeah, I
world.
remember someone in the chat was like, "This is dead sad," and we were just fucking laughing about some random shit.
What I wasn't at the stream, but what was the B team, A team, C? What was that? I seen that.
Bro, the chat, dude. The chat was saying no one even mentioned a roll by's name, right? The whole stream, no one was even talking about him. And then this guy was typing in the chat, going, "Speaking of a roll by, like, what does he go next?" And we're like, no one mentioned him. And then no one mentioned a roll by's name. And then the rest of the stream, we got Osama in and Tony, and then we're calling them the B team.
Yeah,
C
people,
team.
everyone's like, the B team's actually fucking really fucking sick. And we're like, yeah, the B team are unreal, yeah. So then now Tony and Usama are known as the B team, and now we're trying to assemble a C team.
Honestly,
we're looking at aren't we looking at some like transgender MMA creator or something? Just make it a bit more diverse.
Yo,
Yeah.
honestly, bro, I want to host a tryout I want one random viewer to be our 5th member for an episode. We should host a tryout.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Like, you know how
For a video, for a video or live stream.
All right.
we'll
So
figure that out. We'll figure it out.
No,
But
so,
yeah.
no,
All right,
well,
so-
the video will be the tryouts, like the
Yeah.
job applications. Like niggas will come up and talk to us.
Okay.
The-
Yeah,
Let's do
I
it.
like that.
So,
The
yeah,
re-
niggas come up to talk to us and we interview them.
yeah, the requirement, is the main requirement, boys. If you are gonna do it, is like, if you are gonna join a fucking stream with us, talk. All right, that's it. You need to say some shit.
Yeah, no. It won't even be a stream. They'll be on an episode. One episode you get to be on across.
All right. So, bro, if you're gonna do an episode with us,
If you got stage fright, probably
you're
best
not.
off
You
leaving
cannot be Ian Garry in the corner. You need to speak.
To be fair, whoever we pick will probably like be good. Yo, what if some like random big creator like joins in, bro? That we're not expecting. I feel like.
But
Could
then
you
Tony
imagine?
Tony made a good point. Like, what if you accidentally let a Nazi in?
Who?
A
Yeah, but then
Nazi
that's a
or some
sick
shit.
title. We let a neo-Nazi on our fucking
Yeah.
on our
Yo,
podcast.
Jay, press the end button, nigga. I did Riverside a week ago. I know that shit's like staring at you. Just press it. Press that bitch.
All right, y'all.
right, everyone.
Love y'all
Thank
so
you
much.
for
Thanks for
watching.
3K. And when we hit 10,000, I don't know. We'll do something. But love y'all, man.
Start a blue page. Thank you, everybody.
Boys.
Bye, guys.